all our mutual acquaintances that he was a pedophile. I never heard from him again. When we got home, Mama tore through my backpack. Upon seeing the lingerie, she made me take a pregnancy test. You whore, if you're pregnant, she scowled, you're getting an abortion. Provocative words from a woman who didn't utter the word period to me my entire life. It was as if the smokescreen had lifted for a second, and she and I dropped the pretense.
I got it, sorry.
She was talking to a 19-year-old, and we both knew it. I went into the bathroom and looked in the mirror, something Mama told me I should never do on Good Friday. You will see Jesus dying on the cross if you look at yourself. Avoid the mirror on Good Friday, she used to say.
What's the mirror?
Oh
She
no,
printed a
not the
picture of
mirror.
Dan from his Facebook page, and then smashed my laptop and my track phone. She took a mason jar and shoved a picture of me and the picture of Dan into it, with a cow's tongue. The tongue was to represent silencing me. She dropped a piece of toilet paper that had some of my period blood in the jar, and then buried it in the backyard.
She's lying.
Not far from the
I'm
shed.
not having it.
I observed
still
her
in the
bizarre
backyard?
behavior, like an
Let's go
outsider,
dig it up.
detached and confused.
See if it's there.
She chanted over me something like, Gypsy Rose will never find true love. Gypsy Rose will
You're laughing
never
that
find
up.
happiness.
Brilliant.
What I heard was,
Oh, that's a good
Gypsy
point
will
though.
never be free.
Is it still in the
Go
backyard?
dig.
Her spell came true, because the next thing I knew, she made me go back into the house, handcuffed me to a dog leash, and connected the leash to her. Please, I'm sorry, I'll be good, Mama, was my refrain. She placed bells on the doors and reinforced the black garbage bags taped to
What
every
veg did
window
you put in
the
with them,
house.
by the way?
I was trapped. If she fell asleep,
Caitlin and
I
Basil.
couldn't move without waking her up.
Is that
I was
okay?
at her
Or?
mercy
Yeah, I
for
just think you
everything.
put into watching.
To go to the bathroom, for food, for everything. As punishment, she would not feed me every day. Just a little bit of broth every other day. I would frequently get hunger
What's your
pains.
stupid?
She was right beside
Yeah.
me and would eat whatever she wanted. She kept a knife by her bedside table.
Yeah, drop me a
which she said was
message.
for protection
It'll probably
if
go
I
in my
attempted to run away or
request,
do
but I'll
anything illegal.
see it.
This went on for 2 weeks.
Also, she's better with a
Any
knife.
love we had for each
Oh.
other
That one
was
before.
replaced by a
That's a new
mistrust that filled
twist.
the house like a pressure cooker. The superficiality of our relationship had unraveled. Nobody came looking for either of us. Mama had made sure to establish strict boundaries that people knew not to cross. People knew well enough not to question her reclusive moods, mere cycles of a psyche that nobody, especially me, understood. Mama wouldn't talk to me. Even when it came time to administer my medicines, she gave me the silent treatment. We knew the drill, so words were not required. For 2 weeks, she just kept me chained to the bedpost or to her body, and the extreme closeness to her skin made me feel thousands of miles apart from
Love
her.
you!
Love you,
When
birds.
I was little, I loved to feel her skin on mine. Nothing made me feel safe and loved
Oh,
like
you're from
sleeping next to
Scotland.
her.
England.
The warmth radiating from her body, blanketing me. Now, the warmth was replaced by electricity, fencing me in. How long will I be locked in here?
Thank you. That means a
Sooner or
lot.
later, we'd need to go to the doctor
It's my
or
favourite
run
to
an errand.
expose of their own lies.
She did leave me for short periods of time to go to a homeowners association meeting or
What
to
did
pick
you
up
put in the
something to
caption
eat.
of your life?
I'd be so afraid
Gypsy
that a
talk.
fire would suddenly start and the firefighters would find me burnt to a crisp,
Hi.
tied to the bed. I talked to nobody for 2 weeks. Nobody except for God.
Well, I'm going to know
It
now,
had been a while since I prayed.
so I won't shut up
I
about
used
it.
to have formal prayer time at church every Sunday. When it came to churches, we bounced around a lot.
Hello. Hello. How's your
How a young
day?
person explores
What you
her
been up to?
identity. Mama tried on Churches for Size.
We're listening to
After we
the
left Golden
My
Meadow
Time to
and
Stand
distanced
by
ourselves
Gypsy
from the
Rose.
trees, I think Mama went exploring for a religion that was independent of what she experienced growing up Catholic, yet still familiar. We went to several different Christian churches when we moved near New Orleans, and then stayed non-denominational, even going to some really wonky churches in odd locations, like strip malls or a random house on a residential street. I prayed to God to shield me from
She
the
is.
mason jar
It's
spell Mama
so
had cast on
funny.
me.
More
But I
than
also
anything.
apologized to him for not being in touch for such a long time.
This whole book's just a comedy
I
book.
examined my communion portrait that hung from the living room wall. My 8-year-old hands pressed together in prayer, my small frame cloaked in a miniature wedding dress for God. Did I still know that little girl?
Hey, hey.
So full of hope and faith
Again.
and belief and blind trust. All of that had now vanished, along with the illusion that my mother loved me and wanted me safe. God, please tell Mama to
It's
forgive
bloody
me. I
boiling
will be
here.
good. Make me clean.
But it's muggy
He must
more than
have heard
anything.
me.
Thank you for the
On
gifts. But you don't
14th
need
day,
to.
She woke me up by unlocking the
Thank you.
handcuffs and untethering me from the leash. The knife, however, would remain on the nightstand. 9. Allons. Let's go. Maybe Mama really had magic powers. Because in the months leading up to my second escape attempt in 2012, I knew by the way she increased her surveillance of me that she said I was up to something. I couldn't even go to the bathroom without asking permission. It took months to regain Mama's trust after she unleashed me from the bedpost. If I had been allowed to walk, it would have been on eggshells.
We had a discount.
As I did everything in my power not to upset her.
We would not have paid full
I
price
took
for
my
it.
medicine
Yeah.
and
Don't
went
worry.
on
Audible
to
cheap.
the rest
We got
now
discount.
felt flesh, but still ongoing. It was our normal, and I needed it back. So at least she'd take the bell
Well,
off the
she
back
said
door.
leash in another interview. She did say she got chains. So now which one is it?
In a backpack hidden behind the couch. That and the painkillers. I don't know if it was my nervous energy, but she was tipped off and went on one of her
And
maniacal
that's a good
searches
catch.
of the house.
Handcuffs.
She ransacked my bedroom, not exactly knowing what she was looking for, but likely thinking she'd know it when she saw it. I followed her
Thank you
in
for
my
the likes.
wheelchair, crying, "What are you doing? What are you looking for? What did I do?" After she dumped out all of my drawers, she continued to the living room. I slickly maneuvered my wheelchair to block the couch cushion. I was a human compass arrow that led the pirate right to its booty. "Move out of the way," my mother said.
She
her eyes
rewrit it.
darting. I knew I couldn't deny the evidence. "Can't you just let me leave? Let me go," I pleaded, looking past her to the kitchen
We did say
table
earlier,
where her
Dee Dee
favorite
sounds...
talisman,
To be
an
fair, Dee Dee
old-fashioned
doesn't sound like a
Chinese
bad
ballet.
mum. She
"Not
sounded like
this
she did her
again,
best.
Jessie. I thought we moved past this." She sounded like I was begging her to let me go to the mall or even to date Dan, who wanted nothing to do with me after she told everyone that
She's
he
probably
was
the
a
only
pervert
person who's
and a
read it.
child molester. "I won't bother you, and you'll never see me again," I said, saying the reverse of what she wanted to hear.
Yeah, we're both passionate about it.
Pushing to the kitchen table, I swiped the dagger and grabbed a .22 caliber BB gun she'd picked up at Walmart. I thought if I aimed the gun
Just
at her,
deep
she'd
diving
back
into
off.
it and
Out of
realising and
fear, I pulled the trigger and
then
offloaded
watching
10
the acts,
BBs
I
at her,
think,
creating
helps.
tiny slits in her flesh. "You
But then, you know,
shot
the
me."
act's like
I led
overreacted.
her way into the bathroom. Double-fisted with weaponry, I followed her until I was wedged in the doorway. "Give me my bag. I want to go."
I'm not surprised. In the last live, Ken seems to be the caregiver.
Oh, so I didn't know she held a dagger at her.
She held it.
Why
Oh, I
can't
missed
be like other
that.
kids?
I got distracted by her questions.
From the top of my head.
Oh.
I could
No,
feel
but
my
she's
arms
always on my For
quivering
You
and my
page.
voice trembling. I dressed up in wigs and showed off my gree-gree,
Oh.
a curse. It's so cliche, but by the time I was real age 19, I couldn't turn off the need for a man, any man, in my life. I received a Facebook message to Dan and myself to him, telling him how my mother told stories to people, scolded me if she saw me accidentally move my legs, and how I was becoming increasingly worried about going to specialists. I was always high when talking to Dan, dreaming about moving away with him, being quirky and silly.
I'm gonna have to keep up
always
with that
telling him
drama.
jokes. One day, while Mama and I were being put up at the American Cancer Society Hope Lodge in Kansas City, while visiting doctors at Mercy Hospital, Dan and I communicated through phone calls on a government burner phone, one of 3 that Mama had. I hadn't done any rebelling yet,
I went
so
too
Mama
far
didn't
back,
have
didn't
any
I?
reason not to trust me with one of her phones. Plus, she didn't think I had anyone to call or text anyway.
I think so.
So, she gave me the phone like you'd give an old cell phone to a child to play with as a toy. Mama was in the kitchen, and I was in the ensuite bathroom,
I'm
pacing
back.
around the tiled floor while talking to Dan, like any typical teenage girl swooning over a boyfriend. I had called to tell him that I found my Medicaid card in my mother's wallet, and that despite her cover-up that it was a typo, I suspected I was older than my mom told me I was. The birthday date on the card was 4 years earlier than I had known my birthday to be, July 27th, 1991. I was horrified, but also relieved to think that I could actually be 19 years old, not 15. I knew that my being of legal age could change a lot of things for me and Dan, so I put aside the thought that I was being held captive by an evil stepmother, and I focused on my fairy tale godmother granting my wish to be with my prince. Dan told me, if this is true, you don't have to stay with her. You could start a new life. Just as his words stirred my heart,
22
Mama
people.
opened the door to the bathroom.
22 people.
Immediately,
I have gone
I
too
hit the
far
floor.
back, but never mind.
I'm sorry, Mama,
Thank
I
you.
said, covering my head with my hands. She grabbed the phone and heard a man's voice and hung up.
Way too far.
Even behind closed, I had
Yeah,
veered
that was-
outside her radius, causing her to lose sight of me. She declared a dogfight, where her new combat maneuver was to gain positional control.
This book is just basically like a comedy book at, at this point. It's funny.
I had been in the same ER too many times to count with my mom. My adrenaline was pumping, and I just wanted to lie as low as
Book of
possible
Lies.
for fear I'd be recognized. I stayed with Dan until he was released, and we caught a ride home with his cousin. Dan was couch surfing at a friend's house, so his cousin took us back there.
We've
When we
completely...
arrived, I was tentative with Dan.
Technical difficulties.
Fighting hard as hell to become one.
Where were we
I
at?
didn't think I had ever beat you, she said. My fear of being under her thumb forever went from a feeling to an urgent fact. She thought she had her ultimate control.
It's
I
skipping
totally
by
scared.
30 minutes
but I had veered
instead of
outside her radius,
what it
causing her
usually
to lose
is.
sight of me.
What does that
She
mean?
declared a
But it's...
dogfight, where
It's
her new
skipping too
combat
much.
maneuver was
Ah.
to gain positional control over me.
Still, yeah.
Punch after punch, the shiny bruises on my legs were marks of the true colors of her soul, black and blue.
But she didn't abuse
Mama
her.
read my text messages and then hastily dialed Dan's number. She didn't introduce herself when he answered. You know she's only 15.
Right, so now it's gone miles back
If you
again.
contact her again, I'll call the cops. He told me he had a farm in Arkansas, that we could run away there, and he'd hide me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told him I didn't think I had cancer,
Thank
and that I
you.
could walk.
You don't
And
need
I
to
was so
though.
confused. Who am I? Who is she? And why is she doing this?
With the bunny ears.
You are technically an adult, Dan said. You can start a new life. I look back on my first attempt to run away with Dan as the biological and natural urge brought on by growing up, individualizing. Puberty was a taboo subject, but just the same, along with the metamorphosis of my body, my developing prefrontal cortex was taking me for a joyride. As hard
Her
as Mama
lives
tried
are
to conceal the
ridiculous,
changes,
man. Those
she was powerless over
battles.
the deluge of hormones and the critical thinking that became a voice in my head. Just because I couldn't see a woman in the mirror doesn't mean my brain wasn't fighting hard as hell to become one. I didn't understand this at the time, but I believe it was the intense power of nature that guided my compulsion to separate from her. We all have to grow up. Turns out mothers can't fight Mother Nature. At around 2 o'clock in the morning of Good Friday, April 22nd, Dan texted Mama's phone, which I had hidden in my dresser drawer on my side of the bed. I'm in the hospital, the text said. I got beat up real bad. I'd like you to be with me. So I grabbed the phone.
I
and
want
my
Ken
phone,
to come
which had
for
run
me.
out of minutes,
I
and
want
stuffed them
Ken
inside
to
a
PM
backpack,
me and
full
write
of
on my
girl-woman
stuff.
confusion. I had to go to him. I packed up a Lilo and Stitch movie, a bottle, and a change of nipples, a pair of stolen jeans, and stolen lingerie.
Oh, stolen.
As I stole Mama's cash and Oxy stash, I was scared as hell.
Stolen
I
one's
threw on
money
a
and
pair of
drugs.
oversized jeans, since I didn't know my size. I had stolen them a few weeks before in preparation for running away. The jeans felt scratchy at first. It was the first time I wore anything fashionable. I put on a stolen black tank top over a red bra that was 2 sizes too big, and a beach wave blonde wig. I scribbled a note in the darkness of the kitchen, left it on the seat of my wheelchair, and slipped out the back door.
So she could
Dear
just
Mother,
run,
Yeah.
I know I could walk.
but she just
I
didn't.
don't think I have cancer. I don't feel sick.
But if she had, she knew all this and she knew that
I
Sophie
want to
didn't
live
feel
my whole
right.
life as an independent woman. I
It was
love
all on
you.
her, man.
It's just time for me to spread my wings and fly. I'm going up to St. Louis. I love you. Your grown-up daughter. Walking up the street, I felt out of breath because I wasn't used to carrying the weight of my own body. In the middle of the night, I walked to the subdivision of the
Warm-up
houses
fashion.
across the street, knocked on a stranger's door, and asked for a ride to see my boyfriend in the hospital. When I arrived at the hospital emergency room, I texted Dan. I had been in the same ER too many times to count with my mom. My adrenaline was pumping, and I just wanted to lie as low as possible for fear I'd be recognized. I stayed with Dan until he was released, and we caught a ride home with his cousin.
I want Nick to do a book.
Dan was couch surfing at a friend's house.
I feel like that
so
would be a
his
good
cousin took us
read.
back there. When we arrived, I was tentative with Dan. Looking at the bonds and the
Nah, I
walls
think
around the
Ryan's just
apartment,
as
I
full
was
of shit as
disheartened
Gypsy
that I hadn't
is.
escaped the perfect
Honestly.
picture I had drawn in my mind.
I don't think he knows any more than what
Come
we
lay
do.
with me, Dan said, as he showed me to the spare room where he lay down
Are
on
there?
a mattress.
Ooh,
I joined him, my hand covering my feeding tube,
yes.
a gaping
And-
symbol of how starved I was. I lay with Dan, pecked him on the cheek, fidgeting my body so he wouldn't feel the tube, and willing myself to fit into him like a human jigsaw. When will we leave tomorrow? I asked him, trusting he had handled the logistics. That's when he told me he couldn't leave the state. He was on parole. I didn't know what parole was and began to cry. I was partly let down, partly scared for what this would mean for me. Dan had been in jail. I risked so much by leaving Mama, and now I was with someone who couldn't take care of me. I couldn't go back to her house, especially not after I lied, stole, and ran away. But how could I go with him? I spoke with Dan in a panic. I was sandwiched between two hopeless options. I'll find work in St. Louis, Dan said, trying to reassure me. Then Dan's friend...
I'll screenshot it and I'll have a look after the live.
...against the doorframe. Hey, what's your name? He asked, with a knowing look on his face. Gypsy, I answered, instantly regretful of telling the truth. Your mother's here. It happened so fast, but in slow motion. My brain couldn't quite catch up to what was happening. It was 6 or 7 in the
Oh,
morning,
thank you. We
and
do
she
not
had
have to
tracked
send
me down
gifts, honestly.
with the help
Thank
of some
you.
convention friends who knew Dan. I
Oh,
stood up from the bed. She looked at my legs with the same disdain she had in the alleyway. Where's the money? Mama asked, eyeballing Dan. Gypsy, talk to me on the porch. I don't know what Dan or his friends were thinking, but like a puppy dog, I followed her to the porch. Get in the van, she said, with a hint of understanding. We'll talk about this. No, Mama. I know that might seem desperate, but I can be with him if I want to. She didn't react or try to gaslight me. Instead,
bloody hell, thank
she
you.
bargained as
You
if
don't
I
need to
had
do
attained
that.
some equality and
Thank
control
you.
of my destiny. If you come back with me, I'll let you see him.
someone just
Mama
gifted me
said.
32 roses.
Promise?
Oh.
I think I believe
You definitely
her
don't
and
deserve
hope
that.
she was
No.
seeing me as the person I was growing into, somehow
you.
magically becoming aware of my awareness. Yes, go get your stuff, and we'll go home. She threatened Dan one more time,
Thank you.
and later told all our mutual acquaintances that he was a pedophile. I never heard from him again.
Yeah, no
When we
wonder.
got home, Mama tore through my backpack. Upon
Bloody
seeing the
hell,
lingerie,
thank you.
she made me take a pregnancy test. You whore, if you're pregnant, she scowled. You're getting an abortion.
You don't need to. You don't need to send
Provocative words
gifts
from a
though.
woman who didn't utter the word period to me
Thank
my
you.
entire life. It was as if the smokescreen had lifted for a second, and she and I dropped the pretenses. She was talking to a 19-year-old, and we both knew it. I went into the bathroom and looked in the mirror, something Mama told me I should never do on Good Friday.
I love you all.
You will see Jesus
You
dying
all
on the
are
cross if you look
fucking
at yourself.
amazing.
Avoid the mirror on Good Friday, she used to say. She printed a picture of Dan from his Facebook page and then smashed my laptop and my track phone. She took a mason jar and shoved a picture of me and the picture of Dan into it with a cow's tongue.
That's
The
so
tongue was
random.
to
Why a
represent
cow's
something
tongue?
Because it's part of a
She
spell.
dropped a
This
piece of
is
toilet
weird.
paper that had some of my
Spells
period
are
blood
weird.
in the jar, and then buried it in the
Look at
backyard.
the kind of shit they
Not
use
far
in
from the
potions
shed.
in Harry Potter.
I
That's
observed
weird.
her bizarre behavior like an outsider.
It's not going to be
Detached
normal
and
stuff, is
confused.
it?
Oh, no.
Sprinkle of flour, let's put sugar.
My God.
Make your
Gypsy
fucking
Rose will
voodoo
never
jars,
find
not
true love.
cakes.
Gypsy Rose will never find happiness. All I heard was,
Oh, thank you.
Gypsy will never be free. Her spell came true, because the next thing I knew, she made me go back into the house, handcuffed me to a dog leash, and connected the leash to her. Please, I'm sorry. I'll be good, Mama.
Oh yeah, we was just saying, I wonder if it's still
She
there
put spells
now.
on the doors,
Just
and
buried in the
reinforced
back
black
garden
garbage
to
bags
this
sticking
day.
Let's go
out
look.
the window.
Imagine.
I was trapped. If she fell asleep, I couldn't move without waking her up. I was at her mercy for everything. To go to the bathroom, for food,
Oh, what?
for
It's
everything.
not there apparently.
As
How
punishment,
does it know?
she
How
would
do-
not
yeah,
eat
how do you
every
know?
other day.
Has it
Just a
already been
little bit of
checked?
broth every other day.
That's a good
I
point,
would frequently
actually.
get hunger pains. She was right beside me and would eat whatever
Although
she
she's chatting
wanted.
shit, so yeah, it probably doesn't
She
exist.
kept a knife by her bedside table, which she said was for protection if I attempted to run away or do anything to leave. This went on for 2 weeks. Any love we had for each other was replaced by a mistrust that filled the house like a pressure cooker. The superficiality of our relationship had unraveled. Nobody cared for either of us. Mama had made sure to establish strict boundaries that people knew not to cross. People knew well enough not to question her reclusive moods, mere cycles of a psyche that nobody, especially me, understood.
The Book of Lies.
Mama would talk to me.
Thank you.
Even when it came time to administer my medicines, she gave me the silent treatment. We knew the drill, so words were not required. For 2 weeks, she just kept me chained to the bedpost or to her body, and the extreme closeness to her skin made me feel thousands of miles apart from her. When I was little, I loved to feel her skin on mine. Nothing made me feel safe and loved like sleeping next to her, the warmth radiating from her body, blanketing me. Now, the warmth was replaced by electricity, fencing me in. How long will I be locked
Biscuits
in
and
here?
gravy sounds
Sooner or
minging
later,
anyway.
we'd need to go to
From
the
an
doctor.
English person.
She did leave me for short periods of time to go to a homeowners association meeting or to pick up something to eat. I'd be so afraid that a fire would suddenly start and the firefighters would find me burnt to a crisp, tied to the bed. I talked to nobody for 2 weeks. Nobody except for God. It had been a while since I prayed. I used to have formal prayer time at church every Sunday. When it came to churches, we bounced around a lot. Like how a young person explores her identity, Mama tried on churches for size.
41 people.
After we left Golden Meadow and distanced ourselves from the Petries, I think Mama went exploring for a religion that was independent of what she experienced growing up Catholic, yet still familiar. We went to several different Christian churches when we moved near New Orleans, and then stayed non-denominational, even going to some really wonky churches in odd locations, like strip malls or a random house on a residential street. I prayed to God to shield me from the mason jar spell Mama had cast on me, but I also apologized to him for not being in touch for such a long time. I examined my communion portrait that hung from the living room wall. My 8-year-old hands pressed together in prayer, my small frame cloaked in a miniature wedding dress for God. Did I still know that little girl? So full of hope and faith and belief and blind trust? All of that had now
Thank you for the
vanished,
follow.
along with the illusion that my mother loved me and wanted me safe. God, please tell Mama to forgive me. I will be good. Make me clean.
No,
He must
I
have
don't
heard
believe
me,
it at all.
because on the 14th day,
I don't believe a
she
word
woke
that
me
comes
up
out
by
of her
unlocking
mouth,
the
if I'm
handcuffs
honest.
and untethering me from the leash. The knife, however, would remain on the nightstand.
I just want to see the mason jar to see if it's actually true.
9. Allons. Let's go. Maybe Mama really had magic powers, because in the months leading up to my second escape attempt in 2012, I knew by the way she increased her surveillance of me that she sensed I was up to something. I couldn't even go to the bathroom without asking permission. It took months to regain Mama's trust after she unleashed me from the bedpost. If I had been allowed to walk, it would have been on eggshells, as I did everything in my power not to upset her. I took my medicine and wore my oxygen at night. The ruse now an open flesh wound, but still ongoing. It was our normal, and I needed it back, so at least she'd take the bell off the back door. What kept me going was the hope of an escape, and that hope was crammed in a backpack hidden behind the couch. That and the painkillers.
Well, she's a big fan of
I
Twilight.
don't know if it was my nervous energy, but she was tipped off and went on one of her maniacal searches of the house. She ransacked my bedroom, not exactly knowing what she was looking for, but likely thinking she'd know it when she saw it. I followed her in my wheelchair, crying, "What are you doing? What are you looking for? What did I do?" After she dumped out all of my drawers, she continued to the living room. I slickly maneuvered my wheelchair to block the couch cushion. I was a human compass arrow that led the pirate right to its booty.
Yeah, it's been
Move out of the
proven
way, my
with
mother
the
said, her eyes darting.
her salivary glands.
I knew I couldn't deny the
It was all
evidence.
the surgery she needed.
Can't you just let me leave?
She needed.
Let me go. I pleaded, looking past her to the kitchen table where her favorite talisman, an old-fashioned Chinese dagger, lay. Not this again, Gypsy. I thought we moved past this. She
That's a good
sounded
point.
like I was begging her to let me go to the mall or even to date Dan, who wanted nothing to do with me after she told everyone that he was a pervert and a child molester. "I won't bother you, and you'll never see me again," I said, saying the reverse of what she wanted to hear. Rushing to the kitchen table, I swiped the dagger and grabbed
Yeah,
the
what's that?
.22 caliber BB gun she'd picked up at Walmart. I thought if I aimed the gun at her, she'd back off. Out of fear, I pulled the trigger and offloaded 10 BBs at her, creating tiny slits in her flesh.
No way.
"You shot me!" She backed her way into the bathroom. Double-fisted with weaponry, I followed her until I was wedged in the doorway. "Give me my bag. I want to go." I came at her with the gun, now empty, and just held the dagger up while she sat on the toilet. We were at a standoff.
So the dagger's a new
She
one.
already planned to stab her mum.
So
once.
she
Surge of heat
didn't-
released from the top of my head.
She planned to stab her too.
So she had a dagger and a BB gun.
Yeah.
I didn't know frustration could
She
No,
missed
Mum-
out upon We Need to Talk,
My
didn't
mum
she?
was alive by a knife.
Why'd you shave my head?
And she's threatened her with a knife. Oh, she's admitted it.
No.
All the questions.
That was crazy.
I was mad about Dan.
I've never heard that one before.
No, I haven't heard about the dagger.
The loneliness, the shame, the period pull-up diapers.
Thank you.
The pills that made me drowsy. The surgeries.
Love a coffee.
I wanted a dad. I wanted a friend. I wanted to laugh.
I thought it was just a BB gun.
I love you.
She didn't know it was a BB gun at first, though.
Oh yeah, she didn't
Not in
know.
one
Yeah.
story she's told, she didn't know it was a BB gun, but now she knew it was a BB gun.
Yeah. It was a thingy, got a pistol at first, wasn't it?
Frustration.
Yeah, she thought it was a real
Why
gun.
can't you let me go? Because I need you. I put the dagger down. But
It was
held on
two
to
separate
the anchor.
incidents. She claimed
Please stay, she begged.
she combined them for the book. The creator claims she chased her mum.
Then remorse.
What dagger? Yeah, apparently she used a dagger and a
felt
BB
sorry
gun.
and apologetic that it had
But she thought it was
escalated
real
this.
until she tried it.
I had forgotten that she said she hated me in the alley. All that echoed
Careful
in my mind
naming
now was,
weapons.
Oh
I
yeah.
love you.
Sorry to talk.
Pokey.
We
Pokey.
sat on the bed together
And a
while she tended to her
poppy.
leg.
Pew pew. Oh wait, no, we can't do
Pokey and a
that.
pew pew.
I couldn't stop crying. The day went by with my quiet sobs.
I was
There
thinking
was
that.
hardly anything said.
No much
She didn't hit me or tie me up
wheelchair
again.
marks.
I think she was afraid of me. I think she hadn't realized baby could be violent. Honey and baby were equals now. I was scared shitless of her, and she was scared shitless of me.
She
Another
swore.
dogfight. This time, nose to nose.
See, so a number of times
So-
she's come to fight her mum.
Yeah. But she wasn't aggressive and she never shouted at her mum. She said to we need to talk.
Yeah, but now they're threatening each other with knives and guns.
10. Meeting Nick.
Oh my god, man.
I met
So
Nick
much shit, I can't keep
No,
up.
same.
October 12th, 2012.
I wanna get a live stream with her.
Same.
Ask her.
Just be like, come on, Gypsy.
Why is
Just
it so many different stories?
just tell me straight. Just
Which
tell
one
me.
was it?
Yes. I'll pretend to say like, no, we're not gonna talk about any big like that. Then just be like, just bombard her with it. It is, isn't it? Someone said it's fascinating how much she lies. It is. It's actually insane.
I posed with a rose.
This is why I don't understand why there are any people out there that believe her story.
No. And why people are still supporting her.
Exploring myself. But that came to a screeching halt when I got matched with a boy named Nick, who winked at
Yeah,
me.
there'll be another part 2 of
He
this
must have liked
book
my profile
in a year.
description,
To make more
which
money.
said
Because she
basically,
remembers something
"I'm a
else that
very happy
happened
little
that she didn't
girl
tell anyone.
interested in sci-fi and fantasy. I am a virgin, and I'm waiting to commit myself to my husband." Innocently, I added my love for animals and being outside, even though my
Exactly.
kind nature
The
was
battles is
forbidden
just
to bring
another con.
lizards to my backyard, marveling at
If her mum
butterflies
was
and
alive, she'll
slugs.
probably still be doing it
When
now.
I was
She'll
surfing the
still be on
internet, I was a
TikTok, but she'll be a
butterfly.
nobody.
Nick said he wanted this butterfly to be his girlfriend, and it was the first time I experienced the feeling of pride. Someone wanted me for me. I wanted love and attention.
I want to
and
get the
nothing
new
to do with
book.
pity. So I made the videos he requested and directed. The more he praised me for a good job after sucking on a dildo he had ordered from Japan, the more I believed
I didn't
he
expect
loved me.
I
that.
wasn't expecting that.
Apologies.
Of course,
Whoops.
when I would do the videos wrong, for example, forgetting to call him master or not being a dirty enough girl, he threatened to pull that love away. I was familiar with the carrot and stick game. My mother loved me when I was sick and took her love back when I wasn't. In order to be accepted and loved, I needed to meet the expectations of others.
Oh, no way.
Nick exposed me to a
Becca
lot of
Scoops is going
sexually
live with the new
perverse
book
things and
later.
ideas.
Becca
But 10
Scoops is
years
going live
later,
with the new
knowing
book
now what I
later.
know about
I'm going to
sex,
get the new book
he
soon,
taught
and
me
then we'll
all
go,
wrong.
once we're done with this
From
one,
what I've read,
we'll
he
see
didn't
how it
have an
goes.
accurate idea of
What's it
BDSM,
called?
bondage, discipline,
What's the new book
submission,
called?
and masochism. And he made it up as we went along.
What's it?
The BDSM stuff made me cringe. And after a while, it demoralized me. I felt uncomfortable in the role of
But is it out in the
submissive
UK
and
though,
winced
as
when
well?
he verbally degraded me. But Nick would balance that out with an intricate fantasy world containing realms
You got
of
the name
good
of it
versus
yet?
It's
evil,
called The Woman They
which
Made a
reminded me
Monster.
of the sci-fi conventions and the
I
stories
think.
and movies I enjoyed and needed to believe in. I was vulnerable to Nick, the only adult in my life who knew that I could walk. I was vulnerable to Nick, the only adult in my life who knew that I could walk.
The woman
But
who...
I didn't have labored
The
breathing
Woman They
at
Made a
bedtime.
Monster. They
That
made
I wasn't
into a
mentally
monster.
disabled. That the scars on both sides of my neck were from unnecessary surgery. That I'd be under the knife again soon enough. I took off one mask of Gypsy Rose,
No, it's not
replacing
Aya.
it with another
Ah,
mask of
typical.
Gypsy Rose. Telling the truth felt like releasing a butterfly from a net, only for it to
It's not
fly
out
right into the
on
mud.
in the UK
We
yet.
both lived in a fantasy world, where the innocence of imagination dies and resurrects into a world ruled by the improbable and the impossible. Nick lived in the realm of the improbable. In our elaborate conversations, he'd command his minions and gargoyles to swoop me out of my princess room and into a dimension
Oh.
in which I was queen. His queen. Nick's storytelling captivated me. Precise and colorful, detailed and well-crafted. If he hadn't included the perversion and the savage and depraved violence, he could have turned his stories into novels and sold millions of copies. I could feel the grooves of the stone walls of his castle
Oh,
and
it's
the
too
smoothness
hot.
of the horns of the Seraptors, circling the labyrinth. Rapper names for his creations rolled off his tongue, suspending my belief in glorious
The Woman They
ways.
Made into a Monster.
Night after night, I drank from his chalice of
Apparently
escape.
it's on Kindle.
Nick's realm held mystical beasts, evil spells, and poison potions. The upside-down version of my reality. Like Earth's continents, Nick's fantasy world contained several lands separated by serpent-filled seas.
Yeah, it's not an old book.
Nick's evil twin brother
Oh,
lived in
typical.
one realm, and he vowed to build a portal to the human world, where he would murder
There's
those
someone in
Nick's
Ireland.
wake,
It's got
in
it. Something.
particular, me.
It's not an Audible
Thank
apparently.
goodness for his medallion,
No,
his
that's
prized
just be
possession,
book.
which magically transported Nick out of this brother's realm and into his secret realm of safety, which was also Nick's kingdom. Here, he was king and lived amongst 12 alien soulmates of different species.
Sounds
I was
fun.
the only human soulmate, his queen, but not without a duty. And if I didn't fulfill it, I'd be cast out forever, losing the one king who would ever love me. This kingdom is where Victor, the 3,000-year-old vampire, lived. It was
Oh, the
also home to
Twilight.
Dark One. These villains did not drink blood. They thirsted, however, for rape and murder of women, and not always in that order. Nick also had such a
Trigger
thirst for
warning.
necrophilia, as he shared his fantasy of first
Sorry.
murdering and then raping his ex-girlfriend. After which, he would meticulously carve her skin with a knife to brand her with labels like whore, bitch, and slut. In Nick's realm, king and queen did not sit side by side.
I got a feeling I might get banned, so just...
The queen being ruled over in all aspects. And it wasn't just sex. I'd only speak when told I could speak. I'd be chastised for laughing at something funny because I hadn't yet been permitted. I could not make advances or ask questions without a code word. I role-played with 4 different personas. Demona, who was a half-werewolf, half-human girl. Kitty, who was childlike. Candy embraced more of my slutty side.
Thank you for the gifts, but you don't need to gift. Thank you for the follow.
Became a portal between his realm and mine, transporting us both into our
Where was
respective
Ruby?
worlds. He
There's
dressed in
Ruby's one.
costume, taking orders, speaking in the
Missed out
language
her.
of the realm, and addressing Nick as master. He would protect me from anyone, yes, even his evil twin brother, but only if I was a good girl and did as I was told.
Trigger warning to
You have to
everyone.
understand. I thought my having a boyfriend would bring me
This-
one step
this,
closer to being a real teenager, like my neighbor Aaliyah and her friends. I thought that having a Facebook profile and liking and sharing things was going to ultimately initiate me into a culture club filled with peers and people watching, and an actual community, of which I was an active participant. If I couldn't physically reach out and touch that world, I'd bring that world closer to touch me. When Nick ordered me to touch myself, I thought it was his way of teleporting his touch to me. My hand a mere lever he was controlling with a joystick from his dark kingdom in a faraway land called Wisconsin. Before I met Nick, my profile picture was of me in a yellow ruffled sundress, a floppy hat, holding a teddy bear. Where my mother defeminized me by putting a razor on my vagina, Nick told me I'd be a woman if he carved me up with a knife. Where my mother humiliated my femininity by binding my breasts, Nick ordered me to humiliate myself by slathering them with barbecue sauce or peanut butter. I was a mechanical doll, taking instructions.
It's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Oh, it is a bit,
Pain.
Didn't expect this
I
bit.
just was.
No, I wasn't expecting
Because I
this.
believe I was learning what love is. It is someone caring enough about you to dominate you.
That was,
It is caring enough about someone to fulfill all his commands. The validation I received from Nick kept me compliant and submissive. In order to be accepted, I needed to keep him happy.
It was all Nick, apparently, because what she said to We Need to Talk, remember? It was all him, and she found out by his exes that it's the same.
Here is a guy into all this odd stuff, okay? But how bad
Sorry if you just tuned in,
maybe
that's
guys his
awkward.
age explore sexually in this way. How would I know or not know?
Sorry.
I just wanted to be accepted, and I thought I'd do anything he wanted to stay in his life.
Welcome to
even if
Gypsy's
that
book.
life was in a world
My time
of
to
his own
stand.
making. I had already lived in a world of someone else's making. At least in his, I was a woman. I'm so proud of you, he said, after I sent him my initiation video, which formally defined our roles in the BDSM relationship. At the end of the video,
I think it's our time to sit down.
Please consider me as your submissive.
Sit down and just be quiet.
Elaborate as detailed as this runs.
I like that, yeah.
Scripts to act
That's
out,
brilliant.
direct my dialogue and costuming, and demand unusual sexual behaviors with phallic objects, while contorting my body so my female parts were exposed like parts under the hood of a rusty old car. The acting felt natural. During the day, I was a hairless, prepubescent...
So how's everyone's day?
Squeaky-voiced, running through scripts that prompted doctors to poke and prod me.
I hope your day's been good.
At night, I was running through scripts, begging for the mercy of my master, as I poked and prodded myself. Day or night, mother or master, my identity was created in the image of a two-headed
La
monster.
la la la
A
la.
monster whose fetish was to feast on my dignity. Nick pulled BDSM through...
GRB is the
red
reason I
and
smoke.
Sims stories. There was no separation between the realms and our dominant and submissive acts. Whatever we
La-di-da.
were saying as dominant and submissive was all
It's
in
not what it
service to the kingdom or
seems.
the realm. Where the dark
50
one
Shades of
I'm
Grey.
still stuck on the barbecue sauce. I'm never gonna look at barbecue sauce the same.
I'm sitting there, barbecue sauce on my titties.
I degrade my womanhood with each painful painful thrust of their
Such a
daggers.
fucking.
Oh my
such a
God.
good
He
one,
wanted
that.
me to denigrate myself with a 9-inch dildo. He had mailed
Right, come on now,
stop the mailman
Too
because
much.
something was coming for me. I did intercept the
Oh,
unmarked
that's-
package, and the thought of shoving the object.
Ah!
Bad girl that I was. I told my master no. But
No.
he told me to put it in all three.
No.
So I just sucked on it.
La 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 la. Can't let this play on a live stream.
No, it's a little bit. So everyone, how's your day?
Or cunt.
Oh
All the while, my tongue painted the plastic.
my god.
What's wrong with her?
This is too much.
It
I
is.
heard my grandfather's voice in my head.
That's worse. Not yet, actually. She hasn't mentioned the toothbrush yet.
Finally, Nick ordered me to stop.
It's everything else but the toothbrush.
In order to build something that wasn't there.
That was far too much.
That was far. That was.
If I were free,
That was a
what
lot.
would it be
T-
like
yeah.
to live together? I'd ask him,
Ugh.
unaware that he was engaged in video relationships with at least 3 other women. It wasn't just about having Nick control my life. I wanted to imagine our romance coming to life in my realm, the real world. What would it be like
Ah,
to
the
be
toothbrush.
I waited for Nick's answers with bated breath.
This is worse than the
His answers were
toothbrush.
all a sex slave and fighting the forces of the
Shut up, girl.
I agreed to the terms.
Remember,
of
this
Nick's
book
dominance
is
over me.
dedicated. No, this book can't be dedicated to Aurora.
I owned
Is it really?
Apparently, she can
No.
never hear this book.
He said one day soon he'd take my
You
virginity
should better
from
skip
me
this chapter.
because
Holy
that's what dominance do.
no!
I invested a lot of time and energy in capturing
Justice for the toothbrush.
what I thought
Yes.
was love. Well, he captured
And the
me.
barbecue sauce.
He would say things like, "I'm so proud of you." If I rubbed the right amount of barbecue sauce. Or
Not the barbecue sauce. Not again.
So much potential, Gypsy. He'd say. If I was good at
I don't want the
manipulating myself
barbecue
for his
sauce.
pleasure, he'd tell me he loved me and he believed in me.
I
Other
love
times,
barbecue
he'd say I
sauce.
needed clothes, or I wasn't
I
dirty.
did.
Barbecue sauce on my titties.
Barbecue sauce for chilies.
I'm gonna do it tonight.
The murders, the blood, the carvings,
Oh,
the rape fantasies, and I was so afraid of losing his validation.
this can't be dedicated to her sister, daughter even. This is.
Warning that he was controlling and not all there. One girl wants to
Gypsy's
see
not
her
all
exactly.
there.
Nick
The same.
rationalized when I told him his ex messaged me.
Feels sick.
It wasn't until he told me that upon our
Naughty
marriage,
onion rings.
he would take her virginity that I thought he crossed the creek line. I broke up with
So
him
Gypsy can
Oh,
say it.
is that the.
Gypsy can say that, but he can't.
and returned to our status quo.
No
The same
way.
way I accepted my mother's non-apologies.
She's forgetting she made that video.
The end game was to live a life together and to finally be together.
Oh,
And
crazy
the ideas of
bitch.
how
Yeah,
I
she's the
was
one that
to be treated
agreed to.
She made the video
Yeah.
saying it.
were different.
When
I
you're
should teach the
13.
kids to learn to be quiet, keep secrets, and not talk about family business outside of the house.
My begging
So the people
indirectly
didn't
feeded his
didn't know about their lifestyle
dominance. When the
choices
people
of
put
incest.
Malcolm in the middle, why can't we have that family?
Ew.
He didn't want an American sitcom kind of life. I'm not that kind of person, he responded, firm on the fact that he wouldn't change.
But she says she's too good for OF.
You must not really love me if you want to change
She'll be
me.
on there soon. I'm going to see it when she runs out of
You will
money.
go back and forth
My dad be the
with
next
When it
one.
starts getting dry and the jobs are running out, she'll be on.
to American
She's already doing
sitcom
camos.
She'll be able to look at 2 different guys at the same time.
up with each other, which triggered an anxiety
Oh,
of
Jesus.
abandonment, which is something I still grapple with today.
Oh, shut up.
Our fights would shine a light on my feelings of unworthiness.
She
which
pisses
only
me off.
sabotage the relationship even more.
It's
He'd do the same,
insane.
and he'd continue his threats to leave me, and the cycle would continue. Finally, I'd beg him not to leave me, and cave in to do whatever he wanted me to do. 11. The movie theater.
No,
Oh,
the
God.
movie
It's
theater.
gonna get
This
worse,
is even
isn't it?
worse. Well, apparently she said to.
I know.
We need to talk.
Yeah.
He could protect me
Let's
by
see.
taking me away,
Girl, bye.
moving me to Wisconsin with him, and then sharing a life with
Don't
me.
leave
Doing
us.
too much, man.
You can't leave us this way. We're in this together now.
The mangled parts of my life into a more pleasant shape. We didn't have a master plan. It wasn't anything like that, like planning a jewelry heist with
No.
several plots or run-throughs.
It's
I
a
had
bit
been a
longer.
hopeless, sheltered girl who had found hope in Nick, and then lost that hope all over again. When my mother's physical abuse reinforced the electric fence that she had activated after the Dan debacle. It wasn't one discussion like, okay, how do we get rid of your mom? They were gradual conversations that were baked into an elaborate fantasy world
Nice.
Nick created. He shared with me that
I'm
he got
30.
sexually aroused
I
when
can't
he
get it off.
fantasized about murdering and raping his ex-girlfriend. But our plot was more reminiscent of a soap opera. I got it, I said to Nick, brainstorming an idea for one option. You could come visit me in the middle
Rude.
of the night, and when Mama's asleep, I'll wheel down the wheelchair ramp, and you and I will sneak to the backyard. We'll have sex, and you will get me pregnant, and then Mama will have to let me be with you. As the father, she will have to accept you. I shoplifted prenatal pills and a pregnancy test, and posted it on
Now we're in
Nick's
too deep
Facebook
now.
page,
We're in this together.
where I was friends with Nick's
Not allowed to leave now.
She called Nick. What is Gypsy doing? Okay, that's not a good plan.
Why aren't
Nick said
you?
his mother was not pleased and warned him not to get me pregnant.
Someone said
It is very how
I'm
this
not
story
understand
is
why
almost
you're all
exactly the
obsessed
same
with this
as when
person.
Grandma Sharon warned my dad.
Because people deserve to know the truth.
Yeah. Listen, alright. You go and do what she did to her mum to your mum, and then I'll do a whole video about you. Deal?
She
Pinky?
said she'd make me have an abortion if I was pregnant.
Pinky promise.
Nick was right. Pregnancy wouldn't work. I really had to dig in to try to understand what my mother's big issue about me dating
Can you
was.
still hear it alright,
Her
guys?
control and abuse had moved outside the realm of my health and was more preoccupied with my social interactions, especially romantic ones, which my maturing body and mind naturally craved.
Oh no.
Was she afraid of being abandoned by me?
Don't talk
That
about
I'd meet
sex.
a man,
Not
make a
again.
family, and forget all about her?
That's what she's
Was it that
done.
she would be
Met a man,
jealous or
made a
feel
family,
like
forgot about the mum she killed.
Exactly.
I was so desperate. I thought if I could figure out a way to placate her emotional needs, there would be a way for me to create a win-win situation. One in which I was happy with Nick.
Yeah, but you just
and my mother
leave.
could feel like an
Yeah.
active
Literally just
participant.
get out of your chair, walk out the door and leave. That's all you had to do.
Run to the neighbours, bang on the door.
That's all you needed to do.
But she had a phone, so she could have
What if we
called the
accidentally
police.
meet up and pretend we just met, and Mama would see that we really like each other and let us date. Like pretend we're strangers who bump into each other, like love at first sight, he asked.
She couldn't leave, but she could kill her. Like, that makes no
Mama and I go
sense.
to the movies a lot. So maybe you can come down when we see the new Cinderella movie. And then you are just there in the
I got
lobby,
abused at
and
home.
we
Did I kill my
accidentally,
parents?
like,
No, I
each
left.
other. This meet cute idea made sense to me at the time.
Slept in a fucking park.
Mama wanted to be a part of my life and wouldn't let go.
Sorry for
So
talking
what
too
if I baked
much.
her into the story? The first time Nick and I met,
They're missing
Mama
it.
was there.
Yeah, I can't hear it because we're talking too much.
With
Sorry.
Mama by my side, happily taking credit for my happiness. I was delusional to think Mama would find peace in knowing she was a part of us and not feel alienated or threatened in any way. But I figured our love story would be her story as much as it was mine. She could own it. We shared everything after all, so this had to be the answer.
Everything.
I had to
She
share
had a
my
boyfriend
experience
with her.
with Nick with her to appeal to her ego, so she wouldn't feel excluded or worse, replaced. At least that's what I thought she needed in order to let me date him. I was trying to get her approval in my life in any way, just so Nick could somehow be integrated. It was when she felt excluded or she felt I was leaving her that she'd unleash her wrath. Nick made an addition to our meet cute plan. I will take your virginity at the movie theater, he said, with lust in his voice. And you will be mine forever. I will own you.
Oh.
At this point, I wanted
Dude,
to give
it's
him my
so
virginity,
bad.
mostly
She's
because
too
I wanted that
graphic.
part over with. I thought this was my one and only chance, especially as I was finally getting to be with Nick in real life. This is something we have to do now, I thought. We promised we would figure out a way for us to meet in the bathroom during the movie. So on March 12, 2015, I dressed up in a Cinderella costume dress and tiara to accompany Mama to the live-action version of Cinderella. We were regulars at the movie theater in Springfield, and we were greeted by the staff with the usual enthusiasm they'd shown for us ever since we moved to town. It was like any other day, except I had cramps from being on my period. I double-dosed on Oxy to help with the cramps. My My diaper felt particularly sticky against the flammable polyester material of my princess dress.
Ew.
Lovely.
The damn diaper was riding up on me, and I felt like I already needed to change. I looked around eagerly, wishing I didn't feel so gross, because my Prince Charming was literally going to appear, as planned, any second. I smiled and wheeled slowly through the lobby. In seconds, my life would change forever.
Nick doesn't recall her wearing a
And as
nappy,
promised, Nick
a
appeared.
diaper.
He was a terrible actor, as he awkwardly came over and said hello to me. Looking back now, I can see how transparent the whole scene was, and my mother didn't buy any of it.
Yeah, it was a bit strange,
I
really.
wanted to
I
sit
know.
with Nick, and she demanded
Why
I
don't you
stay with
sit I'm
her.
on a period,
She
though?
thought he was creepy.
That's gross
Why
enough
is
for me.
this
That is
single old
really-
man at a kids movie?
Well, some people are into that, so I can't say anything about that one. It's wrong.
Well, yeah.
Don't discuss it. It's not, no. You don't upset people. Some people do
I
it.
told her I was going to the bathroom. She let me go alone.
Oh god, here we go.
Looking back now, I don't know why she did. Was it a trap?
I might have to sing
Did she
through
want
it.
to give me enough rope to hang myself? If she didn't let me go, she wouldn't have been able to punish me. Or did she really let her guard down? After Dan, I didn't think that was possible. Prepared to be transformed by my first sexual encounter, I wheeled into the men's bathroom. And
I'm not ready.
I thought it was in the
Followed
disabled
me into the
toilets.
wheelchair-accessible stall.
Yeah.
Oh.
If my mother came looking for me, I knew she wouldn't go into the men's bathroom. It was exciting. After almost a year of a virtual relationship, to be in the flesh together felt like a dream. We kissed awkwardly, not too slow, because we knew we had to be quick. As his hands glided down and underneath my princess
Not
dress,
another new
I winced
interview.
when his hand froze.
Shush.
I sensed his brain trying to register what his fingers were feeling as he inched them down the front of my not sexy underwear, but a diaper. And the moisture he felt was not due to the heat he was producing inside me, but blood. Nick went limp. He saw my diaper and the blood, and without the need for my explanation, he put two and two together. I tried to touch him to help him regain an erection, but there was nothing I could do to help him unseat a grown woman bleeding into a diaper.
But he's into
In the name of
necrophilia,
his
so
owning me, Nick
why-
persisted
if he can do
against me
something like
and tried to
that?
stuff himself inside me,
how is that?
unable to penetrate me with his power.
But I thought they did. But then they wasn't successful doing it.
Nick said we were married now.
So what is
Because what
it?
we just did, according to him, was sex. The credits began to roll when Mama found me where I had been seated with Nick, and she looked blankly at me. Nick tried to make small talk, but she just walked out of the movie theater and then out of the front doors of the IMAX building. I better go, I said to Nick, a nervousness rising within me. He escorted me to the front doors and told me he'd call me when he got on the bus back to Wisconsin. I had bought him the bus ticket.
Aurora
since he
doesn't need
didn't
to know
work.
this.
He told
Ever.
me he used to have a job being the guy who held up the Little Caesars sign on the major roads, but that didn't work out.
I don't understand how you can
We spent
write
a
about
lot of
it.
time hanging out in the McDonald's that was within walking
You
distance of
you
his
could have
house,
missed that bit
since they
out.
had Wi-Fi there.
Yeah. No one needs to know
Nick
about
had been
this.
arrested for disorderly conduct for masturbating to porn at the McDonald's. That was something that came out in the discovery process after
And
our
that was
arrest.
proven to be false, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mama was not a fast walker, but on this day, she was way ahead of me already in the parking lot. I was spinning
I
the
think it
wheels of
was,
my
anyway.
chair, calling her name. Mama, wait for me. She just proceeded to get in the van, pretending not to hear me, dismissing me completely. I knew she wouldn't leave me there. It would be too
It's
visible.
over-exaggerated
to hide.
lies of sex. It's
I
weird.
met her at the van, transferred myself into the passenger seat, while without words, she folded up my chair, opened the back van door, and took some of her anger out on the wheelchair, flinging it inside. What were you thinking? She said. I could tell she was seething, because she was sighing to catch air, her breathing erratic and Are you trying to kill me? You know I'm not well, Gypsy. I swear if I die, it'll be you who killed me. She shot me once.
The foreshadowing of
All I
that.
could think of as she
She
spoke
knew.
so hatefully
She knew. And I
was
know
that
she
wanted to
knows.
get high. I didn't purposely try to
Thank you
kill
for the follow.
babies, Mama. I was trying to leave. Any hope I had of being with Nick had been sucked out of me, along with my naivete. No plans could save me now. I didn't know what my fate would be with Nick being far away again, and Mama more pissed off than ever. I closed my eyes tried to calm myself with the thought of crushing Mama's oxy and injecting the pain-killing powder.
What a background noise that was.
Instant relief. When we got back home, she
You
took
talk
the
too
handles of
much.
my wheelchair, signaling that she would be pushing me to my destination. Her cadence was pointed and determined as she marched me not up the wheelchair ramp to the front door, but around the house and into the backyard.
Oh.
Mama, what's going on? I'm sorry. Mama, I'm sorry. I'll be good. Save it, she said. You're a liar and you take me for a fool. You think you're just gonna run off with this boy now?
Yes.
Or fool me once. She walked us past the
Looks
bald
like a
patch
bee.
in the grass, where the cursed mason jar was buried,
Oh.
and brought me to the shed. When we were first given the Habitat for Humanity house, the program workers found out that I wished for a playhouse. So they painted the shed the same pink color as our house and made it look like a miniature version. A playhouse just for Gypsy. Except I never went out there. For one thing, my mother never let me outside. There was never a moment during the day when Mama would ever say, let's get outside and get some sun on our face. Never. Second,
Mum
I'm
never
afraid of
said that
bugs.
either.
And bugs were everywhere in the
I'm
shed.
sorry, babe. Thank you for the
shed might have
gifts.
looked like a mini house.
Thank
The
you.
inside floor was made of dirt, where slugs and fire ants, and worse, spiders lived. As dust blanketed the sky, the temperature dipped, and I was officially freaked out.
I was going to say,
I asked her
didn't Dee Dee and
cautiously,
Nick
as
meet?
if walking
They
through a
actually,
minefield.
like,
Mama, what are we doing? You can't be trusted, she said, her
Yeah,
mind
she
well made
discussed
up.
that.
Get in.
She talked,
No,
talked
stop,
about
Mama.
it.
yeah, but
My
like,
sobs failed to penetrate.
they had
Bring her back
pictures
to this
together.
world.
No.
She was somewhere else now, riding a wave of hatred and jealousy, fear
I don't know
and
you got that from.
recklessness.
Never heard that one.
She pushed me into the shed.
Yeah, Nick told the
Get
cops
out of
she
the
was a
chair,
good
she said.
person.
Even alone in the dark out back, where nobody would think to look for us, I transferred myself out of the chair as if my legs really didn't work. I placed myself on the ground among the big black garbage bags full of shoplifted garments, tears spilling onto the dirt. My stomach turns over when I play this moment back in my mind. I could have used the chair to bust right past her. She clearly didn't want to leave me alone in the shed with my wheelchair, in case I'd use it as a tool to break down the door. But I wonder if I would have done that at all. I look back at that little girl whose mind had been bent by a lifetime of indoctrination, and see she wouldn't have fought back. Or maybe I was just too close to the cursed mason jar, where the spell still held power. Gypsy will never be happy.
Oh
She will never be
no.
free.
Never.
She took an about face and walked out.
I think someone did that to me with a mason jar.
Mama, don't
You love
just
me.
leave me in here. Mama, the spiders. The angry clanks of the padlock were the only response. I was hungry, thirsty, freezing, scared,
Oh, what
and
a
the most
shame.
desperate I had ever felt. And her pills were all the way back in the house. Did Nick get on the bus okay? Is he asleep on the back of a comfortable coach bus, his head held up by the window? Was he a window or an aisle person? There was so much I didn't know about him that now I'd never find out. I tried
That's
to
good.
focus on Nick to keep my fear of the spiders at bay. If I fall asleep, will they crawl in my ears and up my nose?
Yeah.
Without my CPAP machine, will they creep into my mouth and lay eggs?
Yes.
I had to stay
It'll
awake
crawl up
and
into
keep
your
watching Mama.
brain.
Maybe she would miss me, alone in her bed, and come and get me. I tried to send her telepathic messages. She always said we were connected in a special way.
Iceland.
Plus, she had powers.
Thank you,
Come
though.
get me. Come get me.
How are
Come
ya?
get me. After ripping open one of the bags to find warm clothes, I finally fell asleep. My telepathic messages worked, but not in the way I expected. I had a dream in which Thad and Christy were
Don't know what
cooking
that
in the
was.
kitchen of the little blue house. I was my age, but my body was childlike. I sat on the floor teasing my two cats
I'm
with feather
hot,
toys.
bothered, and this book is a load of
Dylan and
bullshit,
Mia. I was so
but it's
happy,
so funny.
but so mad at them at the same time. Happy because I was no longer alone, but mad because my dad had left me again. Then suddenly, I'm at a police station with these really nice people wrapping blankets around me. Christy and Dad were there talking to a detective. Christy she was crying, even though she looked happy. The detective and the nice people with blankets met with all of us in a room. They were introducing me to Christy and Dad because in my dream, I didn't know them, even though I did. It's hard to explain.
Cosmo and Wanda.
Gypsy, do you know where you
Oh
are?
yeah.
The detective
Always.
asked. Where's Mama? I asked, scanning the room of adults who looked at me like I was
You're
about to break.
ridiculous.
They proceeded to
What
tell
was
me
that?
Christy and Dad had been looking for me.
That
all my
was
life.
so bad.
Gypsy, we have to let you know that Dee Dee is not your real mother. Christy is. The police station transformed into an
Yeah,
open
really,
park.
the fans are shit.
Now I was
They
sneaking
don't do
around Disney
shit.
World. My long curly hair danced around my waist as I held the hands of Christy and Dad, flanked by them. I felt a strong sense of relief that my life was not what it seemed. And finally, someone did come get me.
The AI summary of this My Life is a
We looked around the
narrow,
shed and could see some
a
sunlight
chilling
beaming.
story of a trauma in the
My
shed.
fingers and toes were numb, and I must have slept hard because I had drool on my cheek. She had left me there all night, overnight, alone, and scared. Depression drenched me as I reconciled the fact that my dream wasn't real, that the pure joy I felt being reunited with my real family was as fictional as the life I had lived with my mother. Mama didn't come to let me out of the shed until about noon. She wasn't an early riser by
Thank
habit,
you.
so why would she make a concession on this day? When she opened up the door, her body language exuded the power of a victor over her spoils. I thought that upon seeing her, I'd be more afraid, or angry,
She
or
wasn't.
despondent. But I felt nothing. Like all of my emotions had been zapped out of me in a sterile shock treatment room. Back to the house, she said, her hands gripping the portable wheelchair. I transferred myself from the ground to the chair, and she wheeled me back to the house. We had an appointment with the ENT we couldn't miss. 12. Intermission. Recovering my medical records. Disclosure will bring closure. That's what I thought whenever I imagined the day when I would finally
Wait,
have
have I
all the
missed,
medical
like,
records in
is
my
there
hands.
people?
And that day arrived in 2024, about 3 weeks after my release from Chillicothe Correctional Center.
I don't think I'll be popular enough to do mods and shit. I got 50 people in my life.
Fucking hell.
I know.
Why are 50 people looking at your mug?
I know. Weird.
Went back to work after the long holiday break. Sending him off to the school where he teaches
I'm gonna do this more
somehow
often.
makes me feel like a wife, like we are really married. I think it's because him leaving also implies he must return to me. He doesn't have to return if he doesn't want to. And when he does, it reinforces the commitment and loyalty of marriage. I am worth being returned to.
I don't know anything about the mods or shit, so
as a person who really had
it'd be
much
alright.
value to anyone. As I thumbed through dozens of manila file folders dated all the way back to
Shitty
2000,
comments increase
so much
traffic
anger
anyway.
against the
True.
medical establishment builds in me. More than I
Oh, thank you for
anticipated.
following me.
5 binders and a box that mark the documentation of my medical mayhem. It's like my anatomy has been shoved into a file cabinet or something. I don't understand most of the language the so-called medical professionals use to describe me in these hundreds of pages. I see lots of jargon and abbreviations and numbers, esoteric codes that for anyone who cared to notice, spell out in plain sight, there's nothing here. The least someone had to do to flag my case was to look at my name and date of birth. My name, depending on the year or the specialist, was spelled differently. Sometimes my first name was hyphenated. Other times my last name was spelled incorrectly, with an E at the end. Blanchard, my mother's attempt to separate
Blanchard.
herself from my father, even further than she could geographically.
Same, I worry about her
Or was it she
daughter.
was running from
Yeah,
other
definitely.
things, like prior legal offenses?
It looks like Ken does most of the work with the daughter anyway,
Oh,
so...
I think Ken's the main
Yeah,
caregiver.
definitely.
In addition to telling me things I already knew about certain diagnoses, the sleep apnea, allergies, asthma, epilepsy, muscular dystrophy, leukemia, the medical records provided
Everything
me
she
with a
had.
map and a timeline, not only of when my mother's Munchausen began to consume her, but of how she trapped herself within it, like a spider stuck in its own web. Seeing the
Mad.
dates of the medical records reminded me of how much we moved around. I see the names of certain doctors and the tests and procedures I underwent, and I'm instantly transported back to the various towns and cities we lived in between 1999 and 2015. But I was supposedly sick before that, as an infant. Mama insisted that I stopped breathing in my sleep. She told me stories about how she was so nervous I would die, especially at nighttime, that she would lay me on top of her chest while I slept so she could watch my little body rise and fall. Of course, my rotten father was nowhere to be found, she reminded me. She was the one who loved me enough to forgo her own sleep, an exhausted new mother keeping watch over her baby bird. I didn't find out until recently that once my mother told my father of my sleep apnea diagnosis, he decided to give it another try with Dee Dee. It's just a theory, but could my supposed sleep apnea have been an attention grab to get my dad back?
We had a discount, so we thought, fuck it, we're not paying full price for this.
And he moved back in with Mama. Living in a loveless marriage and working a job that kept him away for 3 weeks out of a month, Dad finally decided to break up for good. They divorced in 1992, just a year after my birth.
I have an Audible subscription, so I didn't have to pay anything.
Hey!
Dad and Christy got engaged and then married, and my sleep apnea escalated to the point that I required an infant CPAP machine.
She read all this, I think.
The estrangement between my dad
But
and
didn't she
me
write
at
this
this time,
book?
when the
So how can it be
narrative my
wrong
mother
if she
preferred
wrote
was
it?
that my father was an abusive asshole who tried
What?
to throw me across the room in a drunken stupor.
Thank
and then
you.
left to have a new family that he could physically and
I
emotionally
haven't done any
abuse.
videos today.
What kind of man leaves his wife and sickly infant? Mama swore that if I had been a boy, Dad wouldn't have left. For a long time, I felt bad for being the reason my father left Mama.
Yeah, she didn't write
There
it
was nothing I could do
Oh.
to make myself a boy or
But
to
she's
make
read it.
myself unsick.
for the book.
Thank God I had my mama
She's
there to
read it
save
for
me.
the
Yeah, because she
audiobook.
had to read it
It didn't
for...
seem
The
to
audiobook.
records
Yeah.
of me visiting a doctor
But she didn't
for
write
sleep
it.
apnea in infanthood, or a prescription or records
So how
of where
does
Mama
people
got the
know
CPAP
that
machine.
depthly about her
For all I
sex
know,
life?
She bought it at a garage sale.
That's weird.
Paid
Weird,
out
isn't
of
it?
pocket for it at a medical supply store. Or worse,
That's so
stole it
weird.
from the hospital where she had once worked. My medical records double as my mother's resume. Being my caregiver was her primary profession, one that she figured out how to monetize. I'm in awe of the links my mother
It's like
went
Gypsy
to
figured out how to
in her efforts
monetize a
convince
murder.
doctors to test me for invisible symptoms. The documents I now have
That's the only reason why
are
she gets
reminders
paid for
of
this
prying
shit.
and poking. But it's the fear that I feel all over again. The fear of a confused little girl in the face of a constant barrage of unknown things that would happen to me. I was so scared all
Yeah,
the
I've got
time.
YouTube.
It creeped
but
me
I
out to undergo
post more
numerous
on
sleep studies
TikTok.
which required me to be watched. I wanted to sleep with my
Oh,
mother,
I need to
like we
build
always
one
did,
more.
Oh, I
instead
hate
of hooked up
that.
to machines like a rat in a lab.
She claims she's read it 50 times, but now says she didn't.
So my mother
That
could
doesn't
nourish
surprise me.
with a feeding tube. The loud darkness of the MRI machines, the gross dyes I had to have injected by needle, the looming threat of a cancer relapse. The records don't account for the unnecessary anxiety I endured for no good reason at all. I don't see "scared little girl" written anywhere in the anecdotal notes at the bottom of the pages. Instead, I find one note. Our favorite mother.
Oh, I didn't know that. 'Cause I've got like 22 followers on YouTube. Like, it's not going great.
Gotta start somewhere.
True. I've got like 40 on Facebook.
I see notations about the blood traces in my urine and the dye I drank to test my kidneys for dysfunction. I recall vividly that day in the bathroom of the doctor's office when Mama pricked her finger with a safety pin and let the drop of blood spill into the white paper cup I had just peed in. The tests, of course, all came back negative. Even with the good news of healthy kidneys, my mother found a way to gain the worry and follow-up of the doctors. I had a severe allergic reaction to the kidney dye. The records indicate my mother reported this to them, and they had not actually witnessed an adverse reaction. What she falsified became fact with just a pen stroke.
That's well cool. I didn't know that.
Records reveal an arsenal of weapons my mother was
Perfectly
capable of
healthy.
wielding. Had I witnessed
Oh, wait, no, yeah,
ruthlessness
she
in
was
my
healthy.
mother when I
Never
was
mind.
smaller, when I saw her putting Roundup weed killer in her stepmother Laura's food? Was that why we suddenly left town and went to New Orleans to live in the Ron McDonald house, where we spent several weeks rent-free? And then to Slidell, Louisiana, and then back to our Section 8 housing project in Thibodaux, Bouncing around was a way to ensure people would lose track of us, lose track of the lies, and to distance us from any chance of running into a competent human being who would call her out on her deceit.
I've heard
These
of
medical
Sir
records are like
Merlbyd,
a
but
montage
I
of my
don't know
mother's
much about
disease.
him. I think he was
We
like
see as a
against her. Now
relief
he's
that she
suddenly
focused on
for her.
discerning
The
symptoms
best
nobody
friends
could
now.
perceive, so she couldn't be
Morbid
contradicted.
and Gypsy.
Warning signs that were not obvious. Gypsy Rose has multiple medical concerns as outlined by her
I could take
One
on
record
Morbid.
states. She had to find things wrong with me
I
that
ain't
would require
scared.
at least an initial examination, creating a condition for doctors to figure that they needed to
Come at
take
me,
her
bro.
word for it.
Huh?
Come at me,
The
bro.
devastation of Hurricane Katrina helped the doctors to do exactly that. Katrina helped my mother prey on the empathy of others, an opportunity for monetizing my medical history. With all of my medical records supposedly lost in Katrina, we moved to Missouri in 2005, refugees and victims
I
of
try.
a storm that wiped out an entire city. I
I'm
was
just
confused but
shy
not yet
when it comes to
suspicious when
this.
Mama's storytelling escalated into a false backstory. We suddenly had dead relatives, lost our home and all of our possessions in Katrina, and Mama had once been a nurse. Welcomed and cared for by the sweet community of Springfield, we became local celebrities, recipients of the compassion of its people, where we were gifted a Habitat for Humanity house on Volunteer Way, where we lived for 10 years until the night of the murder. I notice a pattern now in these records, the ripple effects of each of my diseases and disorders. The sleep apnea, the seizures that led to my mental retardation, all invisible and unwitnessed, requiring no interrogation. The only true medical issue I had was a lazy eye, which was operated on. It looks like one way she
Thank you.
unraveled the medical issues was to pick something like a seizure, and then look into the plethora of effects that could
I'm
happen
gonna look at
to the
Becca
body
Scoops
in the
later.
aftermath
I've
and
seen
continue
a
from there.
few, but like,
Another way she justified my illnesses was by claiming I had a disease-inducing chromosomal defect.
she
Interestingly,
does.
I found a chromosome test in one of the boxes of my medical files. It was ordered in 2012 when I was already 20 years old. After a doctor could not find anything wrong with me that would explain the cornucopia of illnesses my mother claimed I had. His last-ditch effort was to consider if my ailments were due to a rare chromosomal defect. Just when I thought I had figured out the mystery, I realized how that theory just can't be true. Because I had already lived with these supposed illnesses for 2 decades by the time of these test results. Exploring my medical records was supposed to demystify me, not baffle me even more.
The amount of times I've tried going live and I've backed off because I just get nervous. Just get a little bit scared, and it's like, nah.
One given to me when I was born? Was this the one medical issue I had that was true? Did my mother then turn that one truth into 1,000 lies?
Morbid
The
sounds
rest
like a
of my
dick.
files indicate no abnormalities. So regardless of the actual microdeletion,
Yeah, I want to do that, to be fair. I'll do that
they say the best liars use a hint of truth.
soon.
Either my mother knew I had this condition before the 2000.
How is she saying she grew up unscathed by the microdeletion when 5 minutes of research into the microdeletion shows you why she's got the issue? It causes the lazy eye.
Yeah, the
Excess
salary.
drooling,
Yeah.
which is why she had the salivary glands out. That microdeletion requires tube feeding as a child. Like, is
Oh,
she?
thank you.
Why? Ugh! She's so dumb and annoying.
Yeah, like everything that she needed, everything that Dee Dee did, she needed, but she's playing it off as surgery.
And then her teeth will have rotted out of her head because she had less saliva, which is what happens when you don't have enough saliva. So acting like she
But
had
then
her teeth
she
taken
used-
out for no reason.
But her mum used that gel to make her draw,
Yeah.
but it dried out. She's such full of shit. She just contradicts herself every time.
Anyway, carry on.
Test, researched the potential outcomes, and ran with them. Or, this one time, the disorder
Yeah,
she
right.
claimed for me turned out to be real, though without real symptoms. This was a rabbit hole my brain went down, and I still can't climb out of. Different scenarios keep me up at night. Did she simply read too many baby books when she was pregnant with me, and feared all the potential
Yeah, Gypsy was
negative outcomes?
actually sick. She
Did she know
needed the
she had
surgeries
the
that she
same
had.
genetic abnormality and presumptuously tell people she had passed it on to me? Nonetheless, she had used this chromosomal microdeletion as benign as
She
it
was
was
in in on the whole
to convince
fucking
everyone that I
scam.
had the
She
mind of a
was.
The
7-year-old.
police were already
Even though
investigating a
Becky told
fraud.
She said my
when
low
she was
IQ
killed.
was because of the epileptic seizures that I never had. She said that my salivary glands were contributing
Oh
to
yeah,
my
I've got
swallowing
one
problems.
hate
But
comment.
then she also said
The
that my swallowing
Jip minions are
had
coming
been
in.
affected by the seizures.
She had trouble swallowing because she's got a high palate because of the genetic abnormality.
Exactly.
Carrying on.
But she didn't get all her teeth removed, remember?
No.
They were just...
You got haters in.
Yeah, I got like one person just giving... But...
There was dumb
The
as
Jip
her.
minions. Come at me, bro.
Come on, Gypsies.
Try your hardest.
With the ENT specialist, she posited that the issues with my glands and my high-pitched voice could be related. An exploratory surgery to cut my larynx was scheduled. The most dramatic inconsistency had to do with the use of my wheelchair. Despite the fact that Mama told some people I needed a wheelchair because of a car accident, and others that my immobility was due to muscular dystrophy, I found a medical record from my cardiologist that stated she is quadriplegic from birth and is in a wheelchair. On the same document, my date of birth is recorded as being July 1994, 3 years later than my real birthday. I looked up the definition of quadriplegic, and I was stunned that not only did Mama pass me off as not being able to walk, but she was audacious enough to claim I was paralyzed from the neck down. And still, nobody questioned her. Making up a backstory was part of her process. She told stories, creating devastation where there was none. Both my grandfathers had died of arterial disease. I had cancer. My father had been abusive to us. Her lies estranged me from my father, brother, and sister, and from the entire Petrie family. She even went as far as taking a baby picture of my brother Dylan, Dad and Christy's firstborn, and showing it to people as her dead baby boy, who she had with my father before I was born. She used drugs to manipulate my body to mimic certain symptoms. Before the sleep studies, she would mix Xanax with vinegar.
Exactly why no one knew why she couldn't walk, because she kept it a secret.
She drugged me with narcotics to make me go
Dee Dee
limp
didn't
and cause me
know.
brain fog. She put Oragel on my gums to make me drool, so she'd have doctors believe my salivary glands were not working properly.
There we go.
Before doctor's appointments, she made me really sleepy with extra doses of Keppra, which treats seizures. My ability to take ownership of these medical records is empowering, but I am also hunting. I can't change the past or what was done to me, but I do want to know concrete answers on why they took out my teeth. I never had any reason given to me from a doctor.
Yeah, she did a video
or
to
from
Nick
Mom.
saying how she was scared to tell her mum and her friends and everything because her mum wouldn't love her anymore or some shit like that.
Isn't giving me a clear, full explanation.
She was
as
wearing
to
a
why they
fucking red
extracted all
wig.
my teeth. All I've dug up is Mom reported tooth pain. Always, her word was gospel. I see the records from the food allergist, noting how my mother was thorough and caring enough to bring in the food labels of ingredients and foods I supposedly had allergic reactions to. A donut, an oatmeal cookie, a chocolate chip cookie, a Dove bar. My mother is on record saying that when I was fed rice products, oats, apples, or corn, I'd have a reaction.
It's crazy, and she's an influencer.
An egg in the past, the records say. And of course, she insisted I was allergic to sugar, even though she said I could eat some fruits, which have sugar naturally in them. It's such a dumb claim. Still, it took years for a red flag to be waved, and DFS called, to no avail.
DFS.
I watched a little bit of the documentary
thought
on
that
Lifetime
earlier.
filmed while I was waiting to be released. And it was the first time I heard from a couple of doctors.
I'll have a
anything
look
like,
after this.
Gypsy, if you're listening, I'm
Hey?
so sorry.
Someone
I wish I
sent
would've
me
acted. I feel like I failed
documentations.
you. But you know, I toyed with the idea of filing a malpractice lawsuit. I have all this evidence of negligence. Really though, I just want to focus on my future restorative surgeries. So if I sue anyone, it will be so they pay for things they did in the past that continue to cause
So
me to
she's
suffer
planning to
in
sue.
the present. My teeth are what I want back. Absent some kind of compensation, I'd have to pay out of pocket to undo things that were done to me. I'm very much still paying for their mistakes. I'm not asking for millions of dollars. I'm just saying, helped me
Mad,
have enough money
innit?
to pay for
She
restorative
wanted to
surgery,
sue.
so I could at least have a little normalcy back in my life. And last I checked, they can't give me my salivary glands back. I keep looking for where the doctors cross the point of no return, where my records take a wrong turn into the realm of becoming life-threatening to me. It was when they started moving beyond the testing and actually acted. When they started cutting and manipulated my body, altering it and changing its healthy form forever. The feeding tube. Supposedly, I had a fear of eating, and that claim was enough to surgically insert a silicone tube into a 5-year-old. I don't recall being spoken to about this.
If her lips are moving,
Other
she's lying.
explanations my mother gave to people regarding the tube included my cancer, an inability to swallow, and food allergies. She needed to control my nourishment to keep me safe. With every injection of Pedialyte, she chose the dosage and the feeding times, and therefore she can control my weight. After all, a sick child isn't supposed to have meat on their bones. That feeding tube kept me connected to my mother the way an umbilical cord does.
She
could turn
can't.
the
She
food supply
struggles to
on or
swallow.
off
She's acting like she was
whenever she
severely
wanted.
underweight.
A
She
human
wasn't.
No.
She was just
I
normal
spent my
size.
entire life without any bodily autonomy, but as much as the records I now rightfully have back in my possession make me sad and angry, I also feel empowerment and hope and peace.
Same girl.
As I piece
Same.
together my medical mystery, uncovering truths and details that my mother withheld from me, I'm going to stay steady on the path to the future I'm now on. One lined with understanding and knowledge and self-awareness. Will
Reverse
that lead to
swallow.
forgiveness? I'll have to wait and see. I have been blessed to have been given a second chance at life.
Not
Not
working.
everyone has the opportunity to
Oh,
bring
oh my
awareness to a
God.
horrible situation.
Oh no, it's a
Gone off
dead
the bed.
bird.
Create meaning where there once was none. This is the good thing about being public. Having the ability to reach a lot of people with a message of positivity. I don't want to be the victim and the perpetrator any longer. I want to have influence. Maybe even go to the Capitol and get some laws in place. Get some things changed. For starters, I create oversight, so doctors can be kept accountable for doing harm and being inept. Maybe this is my purpose. By exercising my purpose, I can ensure doctors
She
are more
wasn't.
observant of
Wow.
their patients' care.
She was never
and
a
get
victim.
trained to look for
No.
red flags.
I keep seeing things that saying like there's two things that could be true. Thank
It was a
you.
goddamn red
You don't need to
banner
gift
that read,
though.
How could you not know?
Yeah, I read something that was like two things could be
How many
right.
people saw
True
my
or
real
something.
birth date on
Gypsy
my
could be a
Medicaid card
victim.
and just
And
disregarded
something
it,
else is like, no.
thinking,
She was
"Oh,
never a
look,
victim.
typo. Oh well. My mother once had to make a preemptive strike
Oh,
to
thank
a
you.
receptionist at the doctor's office, who must have looked at the card askance. Oh yes, she said with a smile. Her card says she was born in 91, but it's actually 1995.
Oh my
And that
yeah.
y'all was good enough for them. By the time we got to the ENT to explore the problem of my squeaky voice, the doctors had been conditioned to not question such a knowledgeable, doting mother. Or maybe they didn't want to face her attitude, the way family members did when they questioned her about my health. So a surgery was recommended to open up my
You still got
throat
my
to
key?
take a peek at my larynx. No biggie. After the beating in the alley, the
That's
2
gonna
weeks
hurt.
tied to the bed, the BB gun, the night in the shed.
See? I told you it was gonna hurt.
Skills, isolation,
Yeah, it hurt.
starvation.
She does a squeaky voice more when she wants sympathy.
With
Yeah.
life-changing side effects. This
Same way
unnecessary
Fakey Shaky
inflammatory
does this
surgery
poorly
on my
voice.
voice
Oh my
was
god,
so
Fakey
threatening to
Shaky.
me.
Who knows Fakey
Any
Shaky?
slip of the hand could leave me
Anyone?
That's a good. That's someone else
That's
you
a
could
good
go
deep
and.
dive.
Yeah, it's a good deep dive. That
This is what I felt.
Kirsten
This is
Cannon.
when the thought
Cunningham.
finally came.
Cunningham.
It's me or her.
I'm from
Hysterical,
England.
I pleaded with her to reconsider the surgery. There was no discussion, as usual.
And BP got.
When we got home
47.
from that appointment with the ENT,
That's
I
mad,
took
isn't
3
it?
Oxy
Yeah.
and craved the fantasy world Nick and I
Told
lived
you
in.
this would be a good one, didn't I?
I messaged
Yeah.
you. Do you remember when you told me you'd protect me from people who wanted to hurt me?
Where are you guys
I asked
from?
Nick over text.
So what
Yes,
other
darling.
Gypsy Rose?
Will you still protect me? Yes, Nick answered.
She's all over the world. Everyone knows that she's a fake dickhead.
Yes.
Oh wait, is that Kirsten Cannon
Cunningham.
you was talking about?
Yeah.
13. Negotiations.
She's a fun one to. I was gonna do some
You have
videos
to
about
come
her
get me,
actually.
I begged Nick. The plan was for him to get back on the bus and
No
take me to his
way.
home in Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
Someone said,
So it was him and
lady
his
on here
mom
says, I
and
live
stepdad.
where Gyps did her
Nick had a
crime.
private room.
Bloody
No
hell.
way.
Of his own upstairs.
Scotland.
What's her
Well,
opinion on
enough and
Gypsy?
have
Is she
privacy.
abused?
Nick said
What's
his
your
mother
opinion?
offered
Yeah,
me
what's your opinion on
but wouldn't
Gypsy? Was she
give him the right to
abused?
come
What
back
do you
to Missouri.
think?
She didn't know too much about my situation. She talked to Nick about our relationship as if we were any other 20-something couple in love and miles apart.
No way.
Advice to him
That's a
was that
small
couples
ass
take
world,
turns
isn't it?
in the relationship.
Oi.
So it was my
She's
turn
getting
to
out.
reciprocate for the visit he took when we met at the
True.
movie theater a few months
Is it-
earlier. She told Nick that if I really loved him, I would make this trip to Wisconsin. Gypsy needs to come to Wisconsin this time. Nick's
Of
mother
course
said.
she was abused. What a stupid
A little
question.
something clicked in my
We
head.
found one! We found one!
Assume I would just go
Is that the person that, is that the person that lives near her?
No idea.
Oh, God.
Oh wait, is it? Yeah, is that the person? No, I think that was someone. My dad lives where Gypsy did her crime. Yeah, that was someone else. Okay, yeah, let's just say she wasn't abused.
I want to know why you think that.
Yeah, why do you think she wasn't
Have you
abused?
seen any of the videos that she sent to Nick?
I'm really fascinated by your opinion.
Join the stream. Join the box.
I haven't got boxes.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know how to do boxes.
Someone's just got a request. That's all. If you think Gypsy was abused, join the live stream. Let's have a chat. Oh my God, I would
No,
love
I feel
to-
like that's mean actually.
It's not. I'd love to have a conversation. You don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
to be.
true.
You can have a conversation without being a dickhead. I want to know what the crack is. I'll press play for now.
I think they ran away.
As if life were that simple, and I could go about doing things that are
You take a shot every time I get one.
in the world except me. Hearing it this way, it just all clicked. I'm not free to make my own choices in life. Life should be that simple, and mine's not. I honed in on the devastating notion that I had this open invitation and opportunity to visit Nick, his mother supporting our love, and I couldn't do a damn thing. We felt like our relationship was on the brink of collapse.
That's heavier.
Not
I believe
really.
we
Not
tried
that heavy
everything
though.
to be together, and now it was a matter of taking extreme
Ah!
measures. We worried the shed incident
Oh.
would lead to something worse for me. We need to think of a new option, Nick said.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I agreed. I made the suggestion, to which Nick said, Victor can do it, but you need to be the one to beg him. So I sent a message to Victor on Facebook, and
Victor.
the exchange went something along the lines of, Victor, will you please do the deed?
He's gonna.
Yes, my submissive.
Just
I will do
squishy.
the deed for you,
Yeah.
Okay.
but it will
Just
be done
squishy
my
little
way
like
and how
stress
I want.
balls, but you can't really squish them
My
that much because they're
condition to
probably
do the
like.
deed, because you are too
Just
weak to
point
do
them at
this
the
yourself.
ceiling for a minute.
I want to rape your mother.
Oh my God.
What the
Victor's
fuck?
response was written in all caps.
It's trigger warnings.
How the fuck am I supposed to do this? And how dare you
Oh!
ask me to do this? And you won't
Oh
even
shit! I'm
if
so
I
sorry,
ask for it.
babe.
I'll let you rape me instead.
Oh my
Then
god,
no,
I'm so
I
sorry.
am going to rape you after it's done.
Can I jump on you? I'm sorry. Love
You will go to the
me.
bathroom. I will scratch on the
I'm
door.
so sorry.
Scratch in the soft door.
I'm gonna throw the block at you. Get ready. It's coming.
You will be
I just
clean
threw one of those
and
balls and
Where's the
it
globe?
hit my wife straight on the face.
Right. Where's the globe one that I
The
bought you?
contract sealed.
It's around here
Oh,
somewhere.
why do you always lose everything?
Strategic. How could the deed be done? How
Oh, people
did you
actually
tell my
wanted
mother
to go
so I
live
could be
for
free?
me.
Arson?
Do it.
Burn up the house? Nick suggested. Knock over a candle.
Is that when
and
you
it
do
won't look like an
like?
accident. No, there's too many things that can go wrong, I answered. Roundup or arsenic? No, I said.
You can debate.
Arson is slow
And,
and shuts
you know
the
what I
body
mean? You don't
down.
have to be an argument. You can
Too
Very
debate.
true.
If it's going to happen, I want
Could be
it
good
quick and
live
painless.
streams, that Gypsy Rose debate.
What about a gun?
Well, yeah,
Victor
true.
can shoot her. Nick suggested.
Oh, I forgot about
I
that.
researched how I could get a gun, but information
Well,
online revealed that I needed
no,
a state-issued
not
ID,
happening.
which I didn't have. How
No.
about a knife?
I'm
Nick
sorry.
wrote as a caption to a picture of a large fillet knife he sent me. It was like a fucking machete. No, I'm not getting you that, I said. My rule is you will buy.
I don't know how. I wanted to do like the panels, you know, with the squares on the side.
Yeah, you the more
I
people
don't-
join, the more it does it.
Does it?
I don't want
Yes.
DNA or a body, he said.
So
We can dump her at a pig farm. Pigs eat anything. I asked nicely that we just make it quick and painless. But it's like he didn't hear me. Get triple locking handcuffs and a ball gag and a taser, so I can torture her a little. I looked online for what he suggested, and I was like, I said painless. That's when he told me to get duct tape.
Oh, there's a one.
The final plan was
Yeah, you can accept more than one.
Had
he
any...
could rape me when he was done. He would leave her body in her bed.
Wait, do I have to come off the
Then
live
slip
and
off
do
to
it?
Wisconsin to live in
No,
Florida.
you can just accept them like you accepted
Thought we
me.
had it all settled.
Because I can't see it. Oh wait, hold on.
Nick said he wanted to load my
There
mother's
you go.
There you go.
Ah!
There you got it. Yeah,
Nailed
I
it.
was just coming up so that you could figure it out and then drop it, whatever. Yeah. I totally agree with you. I do not believe she was shishmused in the slightest. Someone in the comments wrote about she thought they both were scammers. I believe that Dee Dee was a scammer to a degree. I think she was doing what she had to do with what she thought was a sick child. I don't believe that doctors went and did any of the things just because the mom said so. There were many tests that were done to prove that these procedures, not surgeries, procedures needed to be done.
I think she abused her mother.
I was just gonna say that. I agree with that as well.
I think
believe
Dee
that
was scared.
I believe
of
once
this,
Dee Dee found out that she wasn't as ill as she said, I think she knew she could kind of walk, but I don't think she was walking like up and down fully in front of her mom.
I think she abused her mother. I think she controlled most of the situations.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell me that her mother didn't hear her recording those videos for
Exactly,
Nick.
100%.
And
Especially when the phone
Yeah.
was ringing as
And the
well.
bathroom door's wide open while she's recording.
Right?
Exactly.
One of the times the
Exactly,
door
talking
opens
quietly.
and closes. Yeah. I just think, yeah, it's absolutely. I don't know why she got off in such little time. I know everyone says that it's politics, but I think there's something more to this, and I don't know what it is, but like
Social
there's
lawyer.
a lot, way more to this. And
I
like,
think
mean,
if she can be released, those brothers need to be
brothers
released.
absolutely should be released because they actually have proof. Yeah.
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 They've been in there like what, 30, no, 20.
I don't know, a while.
Because there's more evidence against them being, like you said, being abused than it was with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that Jim
And
done
you
just
know,
contradict herself.
Mike Stanfield, the lawyer, went through all of the medical records and he picked out the ones he wanted to show. He didn't show all of them. Like the
As far as those
microdeletion.
brothers
They knew
are
about that.
You know, as far as those brothers are concerned, the one brother, he still can't eat certain colored food. He still can't swallow certain things.
Oh.
100%. Yeah. And they did so much like good in the prison as well. Like they like worked hard to like have like men's groups and things like that. And they read, I think one of them became like something important. Can't remember what, but I think one of them studied school of some sort.
Well, they're trying to pass a law now that if you commit a crime, that you can't get paid for your crime, like Gypsy Rose is doing, like with her book and stuff.
Good.
Yeah, I heard that.
She doesn't deserve
was
to.
it the Mackenzie? What I can't.
Shirilla.
I don't remember. Shirilla. Okay. Yeah. So it started from that. From what I've heard, or was it started before then?
It was started before then, but it's really amped up because of the Mackenzie Shirilla case.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. Get her off because she shouldn't even be on
They need
TikTok.
to get rid of the double jeopardy.
Yeah, she shouldn't be on any social media, I feel, at all.
Exactly. She's done nothing. Like, even in prison, I read I think I saw somewhere that she rejected the offers that the prison actually offered her, like with like education,
counseling. Yeah, she rejected therapy.
Yeah, therapy. She did say that she got her GED, but we have the FOIAs, and if she had, that would be in the FOIAs somewhere, that there's a record of a GED. There is no record in there.
She didn't do anything.
Throwing that out there, I'm not, like, that's plain, just a little theory there. No, there's...
Well, if they pass this law that you can't be paid for your crime, her book will be removed.
Okay.
her social medias will be removed. Everything will be removed, and she won't get revenue anymore.
Oh, that would
Well,
be.
that's fantastic.
That'd
How
be
do
brilliant.
you know how anybody can like help out with that, or like do you know
I
who's
believe you
organizing
can
it?
help sign like a petition. You might have to
Okay.
Google it. I think it's called. Somebody put it in the comments. It's called Dom and Damien's Law,
Okay, perfect.
and I
Hopefully,
believe
I
you
don't
can
know if
sign a
you guys can pin
petition.
it in the comments, maybe, because you got some people in here. Hey guys, hey Wendy, hey Anita.
Is it
It's
just
called Dom's Law.
Dom's
Is what the
Law. Okay,
comments are
thanks,
saying.
Wendy.
Can
Thank
you only
you.
do it if you're American, or is it like?
Well, I'm from
Yeah.
Canada, but I'm seeing all these people down here that I recognize from, and I think they're from America. Like Lion's Den, I believe she's from America. I'm not sure where Patriot Mama's from, but
I'm from America.
you're from America. There you go. Yeah. I actually got this
That is pretty
sent
cool.
to me from a lady named Jojo from Scotland. So, and I just hit you up for a follow and
Yeah, right
notice.
now Dom's
Yeah.
Law would only apply to Ohio, but they're trying to pass it federally, and that's what I
Oh,
was talking about.
that'd be
If
great.
you can go sign petitions to have it pushed for it to go
Okay.
into effect.
Fantastic. Hey, Coco. Yeah, you're getting like all the Americans are coming in now for you. This is awesome. Good for you.
They
I've
always come
never
in
even
late
seen
for
you.
me.
That's awesome. Fantastic.
It's like with when Gypsy and Ken go live, it's always like 2 a.m. for me, so I always end up
Right.
missing it.
Yeah,
Bloody
yeah.
time
Blocked you
differences.
anyway.
That's true.
So what is it? It's like 10:30 there?
It's yes, 10:34.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
this
like
is not signing a
8 hours
petition
there.
against Gypsy though. This is signing a petition towards this. This is way bigger.
Right. Well, I'm
Yes,
gonna
I was
definitely
really
Google it and then try and sign whatever I can for sure.
She shouldn't even be out. How the hell is she? It's just
Yeah.
crazy to me to think she did what she did to her mum, and she's
Yeah.
coming onto TikTok like nothing's happened. Like she's
Right.
just this
Right.
original girl. Like
You know, all their names are all in the Epstein files and stuff like that, right? Like this is like this is why I'm saying this is bigger, like something bigger than just there being, like a vote that at that time, like it was bigger than this.
oh,
And there's proof that her like lawyer kept papers out and picked and chose what he wanted in there. And I mean, he's not a doctor. That shouldn't be done like that. And,
yeah.
yeah.
I
don't know. What did you just start doing Gypsy content? Like how long have you been doing?
I've been
Few
about
months, innit?
no, a year or so because I
Oh, fantastic.
became homeless and I kind of drifted away from the just doing TikTok in general.
Okay.
So I tried Among Us and that didn't work. So and then loads of drama came up again with Gypsy and I thought, yeah, let's jump back on that bandwagon, I
I
suppose.
just don't get all these people that believe her story.
No, I don't.
Yeah, after seeing all of these facts and everything, like I mean, Sheena and Preet, they don't even care. Like Sheena has said, she could come up to me and say it to my face, I did this, and she wouldn't care. She'd still be her friend. Like they don't care.
It's crazy, and the whole
Yeah.
battling thing on TikTok is bizarre to me as well.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she
And
can do
those
that
stupid ears that she's got.
is insane. But
Yeah.
what's your opinion on the the officer who you don't call it officer, do you?
I
What do you
didn't
call
like
it?
that interview actually. I found it, I figure like we already kind of knew, and I feel like he kind of slacked off on, I mean, he didn't know a lot of stuff and he should have really, if he knew an interview was coming up, why not skim through the notes a little bit and refresh your memory? Like
I thought it would do say more, especially when she was in custody and
right.
kind of.
And I mean, with what they know now, like, would there have been a different decision? I honestly want to know.
I feel like the right person could get her to admit things that she hasn't admitted before using using deep psychology methods. And I wish the right person would interview her, but
That'd
that
be
hasn't
awesome.
happened yet.
Right.
Nick would tell
What did
you
you think of the
all the
Paul
Yeah.
interview, though? that Paul interview. What did you guys think of that one?
Oh, is that the We Need to Talk guy?
Yeah, or the one that's about love or keeping love together.
Oh,
or
that
something like
interview
that,
was a fucking
And you guys
disaster
know,
as
you guys
well.
know that Nick is saying that he's still withholding a secret for her, right? You know,
He
I
is,
I think that secret is that she actually did it, and it
And
was
he
done.
said that it's something to do with the bathroom, is what we have heard, but I don't know if that's for sure.
I think she wasn't in the bathroom. I think Dee Dee was dead when Nick got there. That's what I
That's
think
what
it
I
is.
think.
Or
I think
I
that
think
has to
that
go
if she
to
wasn't all the
Yeah.
way gone, I think that she was at least sedated pretty heavily that she couldn't
I
fight back.
think she was gone before Nick got there,
Yeah.
or she helped stab Dee Dee when Nick was there.
Now that's what my next question was going to be. Do you guys think she was involved more than
Because
what she's admitted?
She absolutely did it and has everyone to take the fall for it.
So you guys believe she definitely was involved more than
Yes,
what
I
she's
do. I
admitted?
believe if
I
Nick
say
stabbed
I
her,
believe the same. So.
I believe if Nick stabbed her, she was there stabbing Dee Dee with Nick, and I believe that's his secret that he's keeping from her.
Yeah,
that he's
or she
keeping
held
for
her arms down or something. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way that she went to the bathroom and just crawled away and cried and you know what I mean? Like, nah.
Well, she admitted she was shaving her like coochie.
Oh my god, that bit in the book was so disturbing.
Right, and yeah, that she's donated this book to her daughter.
So let me ask you, chat, if it comes out, like say Nick comes out tomorrow and he says that she helped stab Dee Dee, do you think that a new court trial could come of this, or would that be double jeopardy? She wouldn't be able to be charged again.
No.
I wish.
I wish, but I have talked with like other lawyers about this, and they were like, no, it's like never mind that, but the statute of limitations is like done.
For murder, so it wouldn't go through again.
Yeah.
That's so bullshit.
Unless there was proof that she'd lied to her attorney or something like that, which we know she did, but
Yes,
that's a lot of work in America.
Yeah.
Well, she did say she already admitted she lied to her lawyer. Remember in that one interview when she said, "This is the first time I've been honest, except for with my lawyer or something along those lines."
That's my favorite one actually.
Nick has said that he's keeping a secret for her. That is a known
he
fact.
Absolutely has, Ali J. 1000%.
That's a known fact. People have tried to get it out of him, but he said that he's not. He will tell it on his own time.
Right. Have you guys read the new book that came out about Dee Dee then? That new kid that his name is Liam, I think.
Yeah, everyone keeps
I haven't
saying
read
about
it
this
yet,
new
but
book.
everyone keeps saying it's good. So
The secret has something to do with Gypsy. He said that.
yeah, 100% he has. Yeah.
He said the secret has to do with the crime.
Right.
And it has something to do with the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning she was never in the bathroom. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't. She wasn't in the bathroom.
No.
Because it doesn't make sense with the Barney thing and the money, the safe.
And
stole
the
money
bruises
from.
on her knuckles, I think that's from wrapping a blanket around her hand and moving the body.
Yeah, because why would the bruises? They wouldn't disappear, will
And
they?
it's all the way around her hand.
I'm just flabbergasted. There's people in this live that doesn't know that Nick has stated numerous times he's keeping a secret for Gypsy. That has been, everybody's been trying to get it out of him for years, and he said he will tell it on his own time.
Cherish, I'm not sure which one that is, but I've seen a lot of ones, so you'd have to remind me which video that one is.
It is for Gypsy, Amy. It absolutely is.
When she went to the school or something like that.
You guys can look it up and do your research.
Yes.
There's so many bloody
What's not
interviews
for
and
Gypsy?
podcasts. It's hard to bloody keep up because her story just alters every time.
His words were literally that he was protecting her.
Okay, so you have somebody here that's really willing to want to come up, I guess, if she actually believes Gypsy. She says, I'm not going to fight with you on this, but I just want to know what her opinion is or what she's talking about. I don't know what her name is.
Yeah,
Amy?
You added up.
It's Amy. I've spoken to people, and Nick, this secret isn't about Gypsy.
Yeah, the Nick said the secret was to protect Gypsy. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah. He said it was something to do about the bathroom.
That
I
she
just
wasn't
wasn't sure which bathroom he was talking about. The one at the
I didn't
movie theater
specifically hear that
or
it
the
was about a
one at the
bathroom.
house. Yeah.
I just heard that he's keeping something to protect her and that
Gypsy.
he
Yeah.
will say it on his own time.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that
It was said,
he says
Amy, do
he's
your
never going to say
research.
it.
Please
I
do your
wonder if Nick
research.
knows, like, what she's doing with her life now. That if he
Ali
knows.
I think Sweet as Honey has it. Go ask her. I'm positive she's got it.
He's
What,
said it
And he
numerous
said
times.
something
I'm sure you
about
can find it.
it being in the bathroom. I don't know, Patriot didn't hear that part, but the one that Sweet has, Allie, ask her about what the secret and about the bathroom and what he says. She has it. I know it.
Oops.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hi,
adding
Joe.
back everyone. If you want to request, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, she's here. Hi, girl. How are you?
Oh, hi, thank you. Hi, host.
Hello.
Hi, everyone on panel. Hi,
Hi.
chat. Hi. Yeah, so I'm just really like confused because she did the that podcast with that guy. What was his name? Paul, right? Yeah, I didn't want to get it wrong. So she did the podcast with Paul, and then afterwards she did the podcast. Well, not the podcast, but she did the online transmission, like a Zoom call thing, with the Oxford University. And and remember, she blasted it on her TikTok. Like, well, didn't blast it too much, like she blasts everything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen interviews of that actually.
I have not seen a damn clip. And I'm like, and I've been looking online, like even from like people from the university, I've been looking through their stuff.
Yeah.
I can't see nobody that's done it. So it's like, are they under a clause? Like, were they not able to, you know, like when they do a Zoom, but they don't allow you legally to record it? Put a blocker on it, or whether if you do it and we find out it's from you, that's your, because basically I remember a lot of people clocked it was like, what was it, £11 or £12 a ticket, right?
Right.
But what some people don't know is you needed to have a full membership, was like thousands of pounds, 300 no less. You had to have a membership.
Okay.
And it's usually for students, but my point was, I just not seen anything of it. So it means there's a privacy clause on it, and it's
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
and
Like kind of like a gag order or something. I don't know.
Yes, thank you. That's it. My brain's not working. It's too hot out here right now. But that's what I was thinking, because it's like no one's talking about it. There's not even a single clip, not even a little flash of it. But it happened, but no one's talking about it.
Because it normally be everywhere. Like someone would leak it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, girl. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's like all the videos that everyone has of Gypsy. There isn't any of Nick talking about 13-year-olds or anything like that. Like, and they keep saying they have all this evidence and him saying this, and he's the one who talked her into it. Well, then why don't you show it? If you have all of this stuff, show it. And
she did say in the interview that it was all Nick that was into the like BDSM stuff.
Yeah.
And she got in contact with his exes and managed to and it's like, dude, come on.
Right, exactly. And it turned out that, remember, she was doing all that with Dan. So, and if you do research, okay, it's can't be fully verified because also the crawl or the FOIA doesn't go back that far, but there is stuff that you can find, and it is with her and some other dude or something, and I'm guessing that's Dan or some other guys.
There was a couple other guys, and I mean, the one that she got caught in the hotel room, everyone always keeps saying it was Dan, but there was another guy before Dan. She got caught in this hotel room.
I've heard about that one too.
And there was numerous rooms.
There was a few, and she was all on Facebook.
Right, and these people at these parties, like, there were a lot of weird things going on at these parties, and you know, and I mean, to each their own, that's like up to them. I'm not, whatever. But when it involves minors, and at that time, Gypsy would have been a minor, that's not cool.
Can I ask your opinion? Because you live out there, right? Sorry, host.
No,
Just
I'm in
like to-
Canada, but
yeah,
Patriot lives out there.
Oh,
So
okay.
she might
Sorry
feel
to know,
bad
like,
too.
but what it is, it's like to go, like, so you're in a small town, and you know this Vision Con. And this Vision Con, I thought at first it was just, you know, Star Warsy, whatever the hell. But then I see the after party or whatever it is, and it's, you know, spondage and stuff. And it's pretty deep.
I live far from where it happened. I don't live far from where it happened.
Ah, you can help with this then.
Bloody hell.
Like, how do you go from, you know, like having your child being like the mascot type deal to let's take her to the after parties? And she, like we saw from the videos, I'm so glad she done those videos because we never would have known Gypsy was always at the bar.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Like, wait, which part would you mean? Like, sorry, I was going too fast.
The mascot thing, like, what do you mean? Like
Gypsy was the mascot, wasn't she? She became the honorary mascot type deal
Like
thing.
the person
you know,
that was like on, like they would like put her on the front page type thing.
Yeah, and gave her the Mandalorian special fitted outfit and everything. And,
Right.
you know, yeah, she became the damn mascot.
Yeah.
I have no clue about those things. I've never went to any of those things. They're
No.
kind of weird, for honestly.
Yeah.
I've seen them on Big Bang. The Big Bang Theory, but
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory. Yeah, right. Yeah.
it's more of an American. No, we haven't.
But I'm pretty sure they're not like that on.
Those things are not really my cup of tea.
No, but yeah, exactly.
I was just wondering how it just took a turn from so innocent, or you know, see, because if you look at it, the fundraising stuff side of it and everything does look very innocent. It's just, you know, people dressing up and whatever, and they do it all over the world. It's worldwide.
It is.
51st Day is worldwide.
Yep.
Right. So I'm not trying to put the company down at all.
Exactly.
But how do you go from taking your child to the after parties and marriage and like what the hell happens?
I don't think she took her. I think she was wandering off and like Dee was having to look for her.
Yes, I believe so also. Because I've been to places like that, and you've got the child aspect going on one side, and on the other side there's an open bar on the other side. But they've got it shut off. There's doors, and there'll be jujitsu or whatever going on the other side. I've witnessed it. It still goes on now.
Yeah.
You know. But go on, I'm going to shut up for a minute. I want to hear you guys.
Good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
See, my biggest thing at the moment is the because it seems like Gypsy and Ken are the most obsessed with the headboard. The bloody headboard.
I agree. They've got themselves writing a barnet about it.
Ryan swears up and down that it happened. Ryan says that that Gypsy called him crying, saying that Kim was going to leave her because of it.
I've been hanging out with Autumn and Pretzi on their lives lately, and I feel really bad for Autumn. Like, I can't imagine being in that position. Again, I don't know if I don't know. And I've told her this, that like it's hard to believe unless you see it, right?
I don't believe there's a video. I do
believe that there's some sort of context to it somehow. And I don't even know if the blanket video was real, to be honest. I think it was a distraction or something stupid they did just to fuck around with us.
The blanket video was real.
Yeah, you think so?
I do, yeah.
You know what? Can I comment on the? I've not been able to talk to anyone on the. I've not been able to comment to anyone on the blanket video, either comment section or live. But I have reservations about the blanket video. Yes, it comes across as partially genuine, but I'm getting tones of ingenuity, if I'm saying that correctly.
I agree.
Tones of false.
I absolutely think it's
Yes.
real. I think somebody like her acts like that, and I don't think that was the first time. I think that was the first time it was caught on
It was
video.
too tame. It was
She
too tame. It was
absolutely
too
acts
tame.
like
You
that.
set up the camera and then like no,
Yeah,
it was too
right.
tame.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't think of it from that perspective.
I
to
didn't
be
think
fair.
that. Yeah, I think that if she was really that angry, it would have been more like
Yeah, and then you're
like
like,
psycho.
no, it was. It's. I'm
Yeah,
picking up tones of it's not. It wasn't
of a
really
joke, kind of like
genuine.
a smile on the
To
face.
be honest, all we know is, see, when all this stuff came out about the video, all we know is that she could have dressed up and then pretended to do a video. Like we're not pretending to have done a video. She still, like, we don't know who. We don't see the wigs get sent off, did we? So she could still have those wigs.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's got a whole fucking cupboard for them somewhere in the back of a closet.
Right.
I got
Yeah.
you know, like that film. What was it? Dorothy and that witch, and she had all those heads.
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz. That was it. The number 2 or
Don't
something.
return to us.
Return to Us. That's it. Oh, you got it. You got
Okay.
it.
I didn't see that
I
one.
don't think I've seen that one.
I wasn't a fan of the
Yeah,
The
she's
Wizard
got
of
this
Oz
room that's got
themes.
all these
Oh,
different.
they had the Wheelers. That that
they
one
were
was
fucking horrendous.
that was wrong. That was wrong. Why'd they show that to us?
With wheels
Right.
on their arms and legs. Oh, they were hideous.
I've got a massive phobia of mannequins.
Oh Lord.
Oh, the heads would have fucked you up.
I don't like. I went to Madame Tussauds and that was I couldn't.
Right, you've been to Madame Tussauds. Did you ever go to Madame Tussauds and stick your fingers up their nose?
No.
My
I
auntie
wouldn't even
did,
go
and
in.
my
I'm too
auntie.
scared to go into the building of it.
No, you know what my auntie did, and I started moving. This was back in the day before they'd upgraded. And then I started crying and screaming, and then she put her finger near the nose hole, and the eyes started moving automatically. I don't know if they had sensors, but this was back in the 1980s.
Like that, I would have cried.
Yeah. I've never been back. I've never been back.
With real people.
Oh
I'm not
no.
going. It was weird.
Yeah, I do feel bad for the dog too.
The dog was calm because it
Hi,
happens all the time.
Damien.
But you know when they was live with Father's Day, like I believe Aurora, she's real and stuff. I've worked in a nursery with toddlers, and she just seems very
Quiet.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're speaking on it because. Go on, please continue.
Yeah,
Please continue.
I saw that, like, remember the one when she was running towards Gypsy and she had her arms out and she was going boo, and then she was running towards her. I didn't see like that motherly instinct. I saw like an aunt instinct. Like
Like a friend
like
who
they
has
bonded
a
so much. They haven't bonded really, but I guess like if you're always going away, like
I think Ken is the one that primarily takes care of her all the time.
Right.
I think even when she's at home, she makes Ken do everything. There's actually video of it, of her asking him, "Hey, can you write the
Could I give my quick perspective on it? As a parent that did struggle with Bond at one point, I've got a bag of kids, you could say.
Yeah.
I love a big family, and I made one. I'm not ashamed of it. I made a big family. I was an only child. Well, only child up until the age of 10, and for me, that was a whole lifetime. And I swore blind never to be lonely. Or have my kids lonely. So I have made a big family. One of my children I didn't bond with. I didn't feel like I bonded with. Don't get like now you would never think anything, but for me, and he wouldn't talk to me. He wouldn't say my name. He didn't want to hug me. Even now, a hug is a struggle. Right? And he's grown. Yeah. He's grown, but he is of a way. He is an undiagnosed autistic, Asperger's, whatever you want to call it. But he's undiagnosed.
We don't call it Asperger's anymore.
You know what? But you know what? You meet him,
Yeah.
Loveliest boy. So sweet. So damn sweet.
Oh.
Right? He's damn athletic and everything.
Was this from the very beginning? Like, even like from like.
But you know what? From the very beginning. Thank you for asking me for that, because what I found was, he didn't talk on time. He didn't do things on, and you know, it's fine if you don't do things on time. Like I said, I've had a bag of kids. It doesn't matter. But it was a little delayed. And what you're seeing there is what I had with him. And I don't want to say nothing like, you know, I'm not judging everyone. Every baby's different. But I'm seeing something that I've had with two of my children, let's say. Two of my children, I've experienced the same thing. One of them is a bit more outspoken than the other, without doxing my own kids. But I'm seeing a pattern there, and I'm seeing a similarity.
Yeah.
And
I personally don't think there's enough video of that child to declare whether or not he has any.
That's true. That's true.
I don't think she's neglecting, because I think that neglect is a harsh thing.
I do think
leaving the child with like other people.
Like,
and that's
I
different.
hate when people see.
Neglecting though.
I hate when people see like a few. I hate when people see like a few videos of a child and they're like, "Oh, that child's delayed." You have no like. Shut up.
No, I respect that completely.
Yeah.
But listen, my grandson. Okay, so for example, my grandson, my daughter had a baby. I'm a grandmother, and I've got a grandson which is just 1 month older than Aurora.
You look well good to be a grandmother.
And usually my boys, every baby's different. Every baby is definitely different.
Yeah.
But my boy, I've noticed that boys usually progress a little slower than the girls, just a little bit, right? And
Cherish, I wasn't talking about you, by the way. I was saying,
I know,
like,
it's
general.
okay. No, but it's okay. I'm glad you said that, because you know what, some people down in the chat might be thinking that. So no, respect.
Yeah, I don't care what they
respect
think.
you for that. You know, absolutely. But he is actually saying a lot more than her baba, and I'm not judging at all. But you see, my baba, my baby's baba. You can say to him, say this, say that. He will say exactly that. He says 3 sentences. He's doing what you would have expected, but he's a boy, and you would think, oh God, he's a little bit advanced for a boy. Because usually they're a bit lazy, I think, sometimes. I don't mean to boys as well. Like, I've got 2 boys myself, but...
I've got an 11-year-old.
Yeah, oh man.
Go to the awkward stages.
They're lovely, but they work, right? Yeah. But, you know, so we do see, so some of us mothers are seeing things, and we try not to be mean, and we're not saying nothing. Like me, I've not said nothing. I've seen people say comments. I've not said shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to
the other thing too is
but it's noticeable.
Realize the difference between what the parent and parenting and judging that parenting versus judging the baby. We're not judging the baby at all. We're judging the parenting.
Beautiful. That's right, exactly. Baby's beautiful, but it's the parenting that is going on that we're seeing.
Right.
It's like, and we're seeing it developing with the child.
Exactly.
And this is where the speaking is coming from, like us, our opinions are coming from, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, but again, that takes me back to my point, and this is not against you, Cherish. This is like the general public, because I've seen a lot of people say it. Oh, she should be doing this. She should be doing that. We really don't know what the baby's doing. There's not enough video of that. Like, we don't spend time with that child. We have no idea what milestones that child's reached. We have no idea how much she can talk, what she can do. So I think that it's really unfair to say,
and I agree with that, but I don't think Gypsy does either. I think that she's having these milestones with other people.
No, I think Ken is primarily,
and Ken probably too. Yeah,
you know what? And
the babysitters.
The proof is, with that one statement that you just said, is because we saw her first steps with Kel Rocky, right? Mm-hmm. And then, that's what I mean. And then, so Gypsy posted that, and then Kel Rocky posted it, but she put it under a paywall. Does anyone remember that? Kel Rocky put the baby walking under a damn paywall. But Gypsy had it free there, and then it's like, what are you trying to do? Play games with your baby? That was disgusting, that part.
Right.
So, you know, it's like we tried to stick up for her, we tried to give her grace, it's no point. She is digging her own and she is happy to do so by the looks of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Don't
just
give her
think
no grace.
I think Ken is the primary parent, primary caretaker in this situation. I don't think Gypsy is doing enough. I mean, she's
I
online way
agree
too
with
much.
you.
There's no way that she is.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
100%. Yeah.
I
And
think
like I said, like, and you, like, I totally agree with you that we don't know what milestone she's achieved because we aren't there. But I mean, don't think Gypsy knows either.
I think she's more bothered about Parker's dog hair or something, like, you know,
Right.
that's what she was always moaning about.
Yeah.
Poor Parker. Sorry. Shh, Rudy. Shh.
Yeah, but as far as
talking
what
about
I
another
said,
dog.
that was
Shut my
that was
door.
more towards the general public, because that's like somebody judging your child. Well, you don't know what my child does, but you know, because you see a few videos or a few pictures that you have no idea what milestones my child has reached or hasn't reached. That's what
Right.
I was talking about, was the general public making those assumptions. That's not right.
True. But again, like she shares these videos and we see, and to us it's not looking right. I mean, I could upload an off-key clip, but I'm sorry, but what she's uploading, it don't look right. Like are you deliberately making it look like your child is delayed? I don't mean to. I'm sorry to put it in that context.
What is it?
Either you're deliberately doing that, or
What's your question?
Who are you asking? I don't know who you're asking.
Oh no, like because she was saying like she doesn't like people like judging whether the child is a
I was just
certain
speaking
way
genuine.
from like a 3 second
genuinely.
clip or something. But the clips they're a bit more than 3 seconds, but it's like what she's showing us. How are we not to judge on that? Like, because what is she deliberately doing that? Like, is she deliberately?
I think so.
Is that,
I think she's baiting us.
but the problem is, isn't that what Dee Dee done with her? Made her look.
Something big is gonna come out. Something's gonna come out, and all of this crap of all of us like arguing and fighting, content creators fighting, making up stuff about people. All of this is gonna come to head, and something's gonna happen. I just feel it. I don't know what it is. But...
What, Vanessa?
I know what you mean. I don't know. I know what you mean. They're gathering dust piles and they're gonna make some mud pile.
I don't know what. I know
what you mean. I can feel it brewing.
I can feel it. Like there's this all a distraction from something. I don't know what.
Oh, it is. Remember, she's gonna get married as well. Remember, she's getting married this year. She already said that she's getting married this year.
Right.
So there will be that. So she wants a bit of a distraction from that. Is that true that they're gonna delay the trip to Disney?
I heard that she canceled the trip.
I thought it was just delayed until, you know, a little bit
older, but yeah, they canceled it for now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows if they'll even be together in 2 years from now? So.
Yeah, but you know what, with them,
Nick Nooks, I totally agree. If she was hitting these milestones, she would be definitely bragging.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, actually. Thank you for saying that.
We lost Patriot. My Patriot. I don't know where she went.
But no, you hit the nail on the head with that one.
That's
what I wanted to say.
What is your cat's name?
Lola.
Lola. I have Casper.
Oh. How many cats?
I have a Pretty, I have a Rosie, and I have a Dingus.
Oh,
and Dingus is a freaking dingus.
Oh my gosh. No way have you got that cat?
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Lola.
I've got that is a Siamese type thing.
Oh my goodness. Yes, you're beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
I've got
a blue-eyed Siamese as well, but with tiger paws.
He's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, so smart. Oh my god. He's not in my room right now, but as I'd pull him up on camera right now.
Wow.
Next time definitely. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I can't believe that.
You're just totally is chill. I'm chill.
He's just needy and it's
Yeah,
hot.
he's swell.
Is he a boy?
No, she. He's
I've
a
got a boy. He's so chill.
Oh.
She's so chill.
Oh, wow. She's lovely.
Yes. Yeah.
Be with me all the time. Showing your butt to the camera. That's
Yeah,
cool.
they do that.
Yeah,
They do
they
that.
like to do that.
You gotta
I
show us
had
around.
an incident like a month and a half ago. It was awful. Someone in our neighborhood picked my cat up by their tail and like whipped it around and broke the tail off right at like the bums area. We had to have it amputated. And
That's a
part
crime.
of the pelvis was like a little bit broken, but they said they couldn't like put a cast or anything. Like it was nothing they could do. It would just mend itself. But that cost us $1,400, and
1,500.
yeah, but I mean she's only 11 months old, and she was a little thing. And,
Yeah.
When you
It's
say
awful.
11
I
months,
feel
do you
so
mean like
bad.
in human years, 11 months?
Yeah, in human years. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm so
Oh,
yeah.
poor baby.
I feel so bad, and if we ever find out who did that, oh my
So
goodness.
somebody
Yeah.
picked her up and whipped
That's
her
what the
around.
vet said. He said I don't think she was ran over because she's so little.
You know what that
And
reminds me of? You know
yeah.
when they say there was the war between the Egyptians and the Parisians and they were throwing the cats around? Oh god, maybe not everyone knows about that. Alright, but never mind. Jesus, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's an English thing.
I was gonna say I never heard of that either though.
You know, look, yeah, I'm full of history.
Yeah, I dropped history in secondary school.
Oh, I loved it until I got that one teacher, you know.
I just did drama.
I loved drama. Drama was the best. Drama was the best. I can tell you were amazing at drama.
Who, me?
Yeah, you must have been. You must have been funny as hell. Honestly.
It's funny because people keep saying on my videos how funny I am.
You're not funny.
You are
my
hilarious.
Wife, my wife is like, no, you're not.
No, you are. No, your wife is right. You are frigging hilarious, right?
Yeah,
I've been
you're
watching
really
yours,
funny.
right? I have liked a lot of your videos. I don't think I've put any comments in.
So
But
this is
honestly,
the first time
pissing
I saw
myself
you,
laughing.
and
You
I
are
found, like,
amazing.
I felt so comfortable just to push the like request button. Like, yeah.
No, you are amazing. Honestly, the personality on it is it's awesome. It's awesome. We need this.
It's my autism. Makes me awkward.
Oh, are you autistic?
Yeah.
No, I don't mean to laugh at that, but wow, we're never alone. Shit, me. But that's
I
not
have,
my son in that.
a tattoo of a heart with my son's thumbprints, made the heart, and it says "I love someone with autism."
That's why.
I was gonna do the puzzle piece, but then I heard that people don't like that anymore, and they wanted something else. So yeah, I did his thumbprints. And,
I love that.
Oh, that is so nice.
yeah.
Oh, host, you've got Patriot. I can't read the rest, ma'am. Requesting to come up also.
Hey, what?
Patriot.
Oh,
Requesting to
Rachel
come up
wants
also.
to know if she can come back up.
There we are.
Sorry, I dropped. I had a phone call.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. But yeah, Cherish, I just wanted to make that clear. I wasn't like when I said, "Oh my God, shut up." I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the general public. Like, you know,
I know,
because
it's alright.
I just wanted to make that clear because people in the comments were thinking I was talking
I
to
know,
you.
I saw
wasn't.
that.
You know
I'm
what? I
sorry
wasn't
about
even
that.
reading. Listen, you know what I do now? I don't read the comments. I
know people have to keep telling me not to.
Yeah,
It's so hard. And
I went for the experience of reading the comments, and you know
Yeah.
what happened? You end up getting distracted from you talking to the panelists.
well, that, and I just
Yeah.
ended up getting so upset, and it was
Yeah,
the
same
first
here,
time
same here, and it's
So
not
it was
worth it.
actually
It's
today
ruined
earlier,
shit.
and I was bawling, and I'm like, I never
no.
cry. And I
No.
was like, I'm on TikTok, and these people probably think I'm psycho.
Janelle, do you follow me back? I follow you. Do you follow me back? Follow me back.
I will follow you right
Follow me
now.
back, man.
I'll follow all three of you.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, yes.
No barling online.
Yeah,
if you
we're
feel to
friends.
bar,
We were already friends.
good. There we go. See.
I followed you guys too.
And I just followed you
I'll
as
follow
well.
you. I'll follow you too.
I don't normally go live either, so it's nice to go live and like.
I'm so glad you're live. Oh my god, like
But dude,
I've
it's
been
just because of
waiting.
the book. I just wanted to kind of do it all.
It says
That-
consuming substances featured in this live.
Oh, it's
should
because
have
she
no-
just took a she just took
The
a
vape.
toke. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. That's all right.
Don't smoke, kids. It's bad.
It's her roll up. That's all. It's old. Was it Old Auburn? Old Auburn.
I think that
Let's call it that.
it's legal here in Canada, so.
Lucky.
No, we're UK. It's Old Auburn. That's all.
I wish it was legal over here, though. I don't.
Cherish, do you guys live close to each other in the UK then, in London?
Nah, probably not. Probably not. I live at the end of the year.
Southwark. Wait, where are you? Whereabouts
Are you
from?
Southwark? Did you
Whereabouts-
just don't dox yourself, man? I mean, I'm all over what East London. You could say.
Oh, we're further north than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I heard that. I'm further north. Yeah.
Well, originally, my wife is from Manchester and I'm from Swindon.
Oh,
wow.
shit! Wait, no, you're from two ends. I've got family at both.
Wow.
I'm gonna bump into yous.
Yeah. Now we live in the.
My husband and I are going to Scotland. We're hoping for November. If we don't go, then it'll.
You're gonna be freezing though, bro. It's November,
Yeah,
Scotland.
we've got a friend that lives there, and then the upstairs of her place they use as like an Airbnb type thing. So we'll just rent the upstairs.
That's
and-
gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
And
Go
then she
around
plans on
and
driving us around and showing us around.
enjoy
She's
the
the
town.
friend that got me onto
to
this
Edinburgh.
live here. She sent me it, and then I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll check it out."
That's cool. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Architecture in Edinburgh.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful, very beautiful. You're gonna get Harry Potter vibes, or just like
Oh, really?
old school, like witchetty vibes, like just
Wow.
dungeons.
Yeah, I
It
just
reminds
got
me
back
of
from like a
beautiful.
trip to Tennessee,
Gorgeous.
like a month and a
Edinburgh.
half ago, and I was there in the beautiful buildings and churches. I couldn't.
There you go.
believe
Look
it
at the
was-
chat. Look at the chat.
Yeah,
They're naming
in Tennessee, they were just like it's a beautiful state. I don't think I'll ever get to go back, but it was really nice. Like this, like I kind of felt like I said this earlier. I felt like I was in Footloose, like the movie Footloose, and it was like small town, and
And you said
can't play your
Tennessee?
loud music and
Did you say Tennessee, Joelle?
Tennessee, yeah.
Oh wow,
It was-
that's
we were
beautiful.
I went to
Oh,
Greenville, Tennessee, with a friend of mine.
Oh,
And
I'm
then
moving.
actually,
I'm
we
moving
met
to
her off of
Tennessee.
TikTok. I met her on TikTok, and I don't know. Her and I are like pretty good friends. I think I'm gonna go to her place for
Are you talking about
Thanksgiving.
Tennessee, America, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm moving actually.
Oh, very cool.
Old hardcore Tennessee, like there's only one
Very
Tennessee.
cool.
A proper
It was
American
very beautiful.
Tennessee,
I think, and it was
Texas.
peaceful, like quiet, like anywhere you
yeah.
went. it was
Tennessee is
like-
my favorite. Tennessee is my favorite place to be in America.
Oh, very cool. Where are you moving from, if you don't mind me asking? You can
Right
unpack
now,
that.
I live in Maryland. I was
Okay.
living in Virginia, but right now I'm in Maryland. But
Oh, very cool.
yep.
Well,
I've
and
heard of both of those
it was
places. That's
cool
crazy.
because we had to we could have, but it was like $700 more to fly to Nashville or to Knoxville. So we went into Kentucky, and it was like $500 cheaper for me and like $600 cheaper for her. So
Yeah.
we met into Kentucky, and we rented a car and drove. So we got to see part of Kentucky as well as
Kentucky's
Um,
nice. My grandpa's going to Kentucky next weekend, actually.
Oh wow. Yeah, we went to the Kentucky Derby.
Mhm.
I have nothing in Canada. We don't have the Golden
Oh, let's
Corral
go to Canada.
or White
More than
Castle.
America.
I want to live in
Any of those things. Sonic, I've never had that. AM PM, Jack in the Box, we don't have that. All these cool places I got to go to that I don't have in Canada.
Oh, I would love to go to Canada.
It's beautiful here. Very beautiful.
Where in Canada are you? BC or?
Yeah, BC West Coast, yeah.
Yeah. BC is nice.
Oh, I know
It
that.
is.
British
Yeah,
Columbia. British Columbia. I can't say it.
Yeah, British Columbia.
British Columbia.
Yes,
Columbia.
yeah. And you know what's
Columbia.
weird? I was talking with my friend in Scotland, a lot of our laws and rules are the same that you guys have in England and
Yeah,
Scotland.
the Queen
Because
knows
we
like
Yeah,
landing.
Yeah. We follow
No,
like
but
the
you know
king
what?
and stuff. Yeah.
That's because
Janelle,
the Queen overrules British Columbia.
Right.
no, the
Yeah.
Queen's dead now. The Queen's dead now.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I know.
we've got just but you know,
King
sorry.
Charles. Yeah.
But you know, I met two Canadians, right? So
Yeah.
at the time I was living in Essex, some part of
Yeah.
Essex. Essex is massive,
Essex
and
Essex
they
massive.
showed up, right, and they were asking me for directions, but their
Oh.
American accent sounded off, and that's when I realized you're Canadian, right? And they were dressed so. The guy
funny.
was dressed so like he was dressed like Kevin Federline, right? Like
Oh,
from
wow.
back in the day, like if you gone in the time back machine.
Oh my
He
god.
was just like that, and she was just a little better, right? So, and I was like, yeah, you got to go cross over the other street and make sure it's the right number bus. And it was the old rattly town of Essex as well, so I felt real bad for them. But
Wow.
but I knew something weren't right when I heard the twang of the accent. I was like, oh shit, you're Canadian. Like, it's still a beautiful accent though. Still a beautiful accent.
I get confused with American accents and the Canadian.
No, no.
We
Listen
get
very
like
well.
Australian
It's
accents and
intriguing.
English accents that like I get.
Yeah, you lot can't tell Australian and English apart properly.
Yeah, and even a little bit of New Zealand sometimes too. Yeah,
New Zealand also, yes.
Yeah.
I've sat back and listened to many lives where you sort of got people
right,
mixed up.
right.
But it's okay. Or even certain American accents that are a bit off.
Yeah,
and you mix it. Yeah.
Well,
I
because
love
I
Southern
find I
accent.
guess like more south, like Louisiana and all like that.
I have a southern accent.
Yeah, you do.
I have
like,
a confession. I have a confession. There's certain American people that sound like English people, and I find it hard to check. Yeah, I have to really listen in for them because I think, shit, no, you're really English. I don't know what accent. Maybe it's New York. No, it can't be New York. I don't know, but I'll find
They're
it.
like
And I'll...
coffee. Do you want some coffee?
Boston.
No, it's not coffee. That's Boston. That's Boston.
I got a Boston accent. Boston.
No, there's one lady on here called Cooks. Oh my god, her accent makes me feel hungry every time.
So funny.
Every time. Sounds like she's eating grapes and she's cooking pasta.
Cow.
She makes me hungry.
What's her name?
I think she's so funny.
Yeah, Katie.
She's
I like
amazing.
her accent.
Yeah.
Which one? Katie? Who?
Katie
Van Slyke.
Van Slyke. She has like a
Who is she?
She does like horses, and stuff, but she's hilarious.
Oh, you know what? Please send me that or tag her or tag her or something. So, oh my god, I'd like to see that. I love
like to hang
accents.
with
I
funny
love
people.
accents.
It was a proper strong accent.
I love those. Those I find so amusing, and you know they've got such different lives to us and everything.
Yes,
It's
Weird, isn't it?
intriguing.
Like you see, like when especially when you think of American towns, and then like it's not a town, but it's like a side street. Like it's weird. Like
they call them.
Yes.
Isn't it called a parish or something like that?
Is that what they call a parish?
Patriot. Is that not what you guys would call like a little small town, like a parish?
No, we don't.
We don't have parish out here.
We don't say parish. We say town, city, state.
We have little towns, little villages. We have towns and villages
where
out
are the
here.
parishes then? Like
we don't have parishes out here unless you've got like a church.
Louisiana has Louisiana. Like where Gypsy Rose lives, they say parish out there.
Yeah, okay.
The only way I can tell is when I come out to Louisiana. I was meant to come out this year. Apparently not. I'm going to have to come out next year. I want that crawfish seafood boil.
Same.
I'm hungry. I'm coming for it. I
think that we're gonna go in February. If we go to Scotland in November, we'll plan to go to February.
I heard that
we're gonna go to Mardi Gras.
I heard that you need to go at a certain time, otherwise the boil is going to be rubbish.
Well, we're gonna go during Mardi Gras. So
okay,
and that's
and
February
someone said don't go when it's too hot. Don't go when it's too hot either.
Oh hell no! Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna drop. It was nice meeting you guys.
It was really nice meeting you.
Yeah, lovely meeting you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Beautiful, lovely meeting you.
Oh, a hamlet, very small town here is called a hamlet. That's what Nick Nooks said. Nicky Nooks, sorry.
See, I'm so intrigued. You know,
Hi, Mount
I'm not
Jupiter
usually
Girl.
one to travel. I'm quite a shy person, like yourself, host. I like to keep myself to myself. But you know,
I like
when
to
you hear about
travel.
interesting things,
Yeah.
I get paranoid. You know, like I had to lock off all the news and stuff because throughout the last 20 years, like literally last 20, 30 years, I had to lock off everything because I was too paranoid, like hearing all their crazy stuff and don't know what to believe. Then I turned to like social media for my news because I
Yeah.
couldn't trust the news stations.
Oh, yeah.
It's just scaremongering. That's all
That's
it
what
is.
I mean.
Thank
Even
you.
with
It
all
is.
the
That's right. That's right.
the stuff
Exactly.
with the Gypsy Rose stuff. I mean, people are believing all these stories that were said in the media. When she went missing, they said she was 14 years old.
Yeah,
She was
they
a
thought she was
23-year-old
kidnapped.
lady. A 23-year-old lady. Then
That had
the media
conducted the
was
whole
saying
thing.
she was 14.
It's crazy.
That
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me though.
Didn't surprise me either. I mean, I'll be honest, when I first heard of the crime, I kind of knew something was up.
Oh,
Like
100%.
boyfriend
Yeah.
and all that business. I just thought, why are they being so easy on her? Like,
Yeah.
why are they being so easy? It was like there was a couple of other cases that happened around a similar time, and
Yeah.
it matched up around the same kind of stuff. Especially with, I don't know if anyone remembers, there was an incest case, and it was the dad and the daughter, and she'd come from out of care and wanted to seek out her parents, and ended up getting too friendly with her father. The mother flagged it to the authorities. And then she ended up pregnant with her father's baby.
Wow.
And then stuff got involved. I'll use keywords now. Sorry, trigger warning. And authorities got involved. And in the end, the end result was he lost it and pew-pewed her. Well, he pew-pewed the baby first, then her, as well as the grandfather who had her in the car at the time.
Oh my goodness.
I will find the name of the case, but you can just Google what you've just heard, a little bit of me, and it will come up straight away, that case. Yeah. Really sad that the mother still, well, the grandmother still lives to today, but, you know, things, like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of sad cases. But that was around the same time Gypsy's case happened, so... what I would do is, I don't know if anybody else would, but like, you know, when you're doing research, you would look into their social medias, like their, what's it called? Like MySpace and Tumblrs and stuff like that, and Pinterest. And you would see what was going on in their minds, like WordPresses and everything else, like the little stories they were writing. And oh my gosh, it was damn eye-opening. Yeah.
Oh,
those were the times. I like those deep dive doxing days. I miss those.
What do you like to be called? Oh, I'm Mr. Host there, or Mrs. Sorry, what do you want to be called?
Yeah,
Your
host.
name.
What do you like
have
to be
a smiley
called,
face. What's your name?
or
what would you like us to call you?
My actual
I don't want to call you
like Adina.
Adina. Is your name Adina?
Yeah.
Adina? Oh wow. Okay, cool.
What?
That's a really nice name.
Oh, thank you. My wife hates it.
That's my. That's crazy. Okay, that's my nana's name, and it's the most beautiful name in the world. She's not here with us no longer, Adina.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Well, now you know why you were
I've
meant
listened
to
to
be
you
to
for
come
over
onto
6
this
months.
live.
Over 6 months you've been on this app and you've made videos, and you were funny as hell. You started off small.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Wow. It's a small world.
It is, isn't it? It is crazy. Wait.
That is.
So how much of the book have you gotten into, or what chapter were you on?
I can't remember actually.
Because you do know that her reading the book, that she's left stuff out that was in the original book. And then the second one that she revised is missing pieces again. And it only has, thing that she's added is like a prelogue.
Yeah, so what we should ask is, what dated copy are you reading? That's what we should ask, actually. What
I
dated
guess. Yeah, which one are you reading? but like, just so you're aware, like that. I mean, you could follow along
because
in the
I've got
book and
some
you'll
of the
see where she
earliest
says stuff.
downloads. I've got some of the earliest downloads. So if you need that, I
Yeah,
can go
we
through
have the
my
whole entire
data.
book.
We
I
have
have the
a
whole
lot of
book.
us have it. We can
Yeah,
send you,
yeah, anything you want. Yeah,
and then we can even compare. You could even
right.
like we can even have a couple of us and then compare it, chapters and read
Exactly.
it to
Oh,
see
yeah.
what she's.
So she likes
And
reading
like,
her
yeah,
books.
whenever new people start reading things and seeing things,
Oh
it's
Lord,
always neat
yes.
because they find new stuff. Like
We're not
stuff
trying
that
to
you
bully. It's
found
just,
might be things we never even thought of. And like you were like, hey man, right? Like, and like that's how we get the knowledge out and get people
and that's how we get
knowing.
the truth out.
We
I
just
mean, when
need
I
people
spoke,
to know about her. Like
I mean, when
the
I
more people know, the more that they will try and
raise
get her off
awareness,
away from our
and
children.
it's
I
not
just
just
don't
that,
want
but
her around my children.
protection for the future and everything else
Right.
and future generations.
100%.
I mean, when I spoke to the police force and they were really intrigued about me. They were like, "Oh, so do you have a channel?" Right? And I was like, "No, I don't." I was thinking, "No, I don't. I'm not like a creator. I just come online every now and again and talk some, talk what I'm
Right.
feeling about the case or asking questions." But they were really intrigued, and then you know what they asked me? Where did the Foyers come from? How did that happen? So I told them. I said, Into the Weeds, Carolina Girl, South Carolina Girl,
Girls are
Carolina Girl.
awesome.
Just go
Yeah.
look into that too.
Yeah.
What I would have preferred though at the time, I don't think Carolina Girl done a drive at the time. Maybe she
Yeah.
hasn't. But if you
I
do
know
a
she has a
drive,
lot on YT. I know that.
yes, everything is on YT. But
Yeah.
if you have a drive, I'm not being funny in any way, but it looks and fits more professional into your computer. And to I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a video. You've just downloaded someone's video if it's just YouTube. But if it's on a drive, you've got the full file. Yeah, you can research the file. If it's just a video from YouTube, it's just a video from YouTube. Get it?
The next time that I'm
not trying to put a South Carolina girl in any way because she's an absolute G. But,
she's awesome.
But I did ask her, but she said no. It's just a video. So that's what we have to take. So that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
1 ounce of Jameson. She has
1 ounce of Jameson. Boom, boom to her. Because you know what? Yeah. There was another chat that was going on, and I needed. Like somebody was asking a question and I was trying to answer it. The panelists were asking a question and I was trying to answer it, but don't believe me. 1 ounce of Jameson said it too. They didn't believe her either. Right. And it was so frustrating because, listen, all right, fine, don't believe me. Sometimes I will fool my shit. Fine. Whatever.
Yeah, there's another lady, Sweet as Honey, Wicked Whispers. There's a couple other people on here.
You know what? I don't want to give
Ashley
Sweet
Baby.
I like Sweet as Honey. I'm sorry.
They're good.
I like Sweet as Honey. Wicked Whispers, I don't really know her.
I don't know any of
and what did you say? I didn't hear what you said about Sweet as Honey.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I said I like Sweet as Honey. I love Sweet as Honey. She's cute as hell, man. Like, at the end of the day,
I didn't hear what you were saying. I was talking.
Involved.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. No, Sweet as Honey. She's, at the end of the day, whatever's happened with them, it's happened with them. It's not our business.
Well,
we're here for the case. We're not here for friendship like that. And
that's where I had a breakdown this morning and started crying, and then some lady's like, "There's no crying in baseball," and I was like,
"No, crying." Why was you crying?
It just was a lot went on, but we've all decided now that we are going to call a truce, and nobody's supposed to speak about anything anymore. So I'm hoping that from there we've moved on. I've had my cry, and I'm back to normal.
Sometimes you just need a
No, you sound
so at any rate, anytime I'm on, because I'm on with like a lady named Pretzi, as well as I go on with Sweet as Honey.
Oh, you go on
Pretzi. Whenever we're on, I'll try and invite you. I know it's 8 hours ahead, so if you can join,
doesn't matter.
Awesome.
Still invite. Doesn't matter. Still invite.
Absolutely, yeah. And it'd be awesome if you could join us, because I'm sure that you
go right here. I can't wait. She's gonna implode, man.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat saying Nick isn't holding any secrets about her. His secret has nothing
Yeah,
to do with
Who's
her.
saying that? Is that Amy saying that? I can't
No, it's
tell. I can't read.
NPG.
My eyes are lazy right
It
now.
was NPG.
Where's your
NPG
source?
Cornerstone.
Where's
So
your
NPG Cornerstone, I don't know if you know about them, but they've been around, I guess, for quite some time. I want to say at least 2.5, 3 years, maybe
No,
even
they've
longer.
been around for longer. MBG
Longer
has
than
been
that,
around
yeah.
from
And
like
they're
Facebook
on
days. So it's like a
Nick's
good
side.
5,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
nearly 10 years now, MPG.
Yeah, Nick is their source. There you go. Yeah.
But Nick said that there is
They
a secret.
say Nick is their source, but the problem is with this, right? We get no validation for anything. It's meant to be, what was it, dad? What was the dad's name or whatever? The stepdad, Goldie John, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to go through it really quickly, so I'm not taking up
Yeah.
time on panel like that. But it went through some shit, and then we found out some other people were running it, and it was all a bit scammy, and they were all trying to find dirt on Nick. And it's a bit more complicated. It's a bit more complicated than what it seems. MPG is not as simple as it sounds.
I'm trying to.
And
Yeah,
also with
exactly.
the GoFundMe's as well. And where every time you try to talk about it, they shut you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, MPG Cornerstone, like I said, they've been around for quite some time. From what they've, in the past, what I've seen, they've run some
See, shut up, Cherish.
fundraisers.
Come in the chat in a minute.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of fundraisers and things like that they've done. I don't know what good they did. I know that I wrote a letter one time. I'm not sure if it ever got to where it was supposed to go. But I did try to do a lot of things back in the day, but I don't know. I didn't feel like anything I was doing was being accomplished. I don't know, like, how to word that right. Like, it just didn't feel like I was seeing any proof of what we were all doing.
Well, I found
again, I'm not saying that they are lying in
sorry, I
any
didn't
way.
mean to interrupt. Sorry.
I don't know who shut anybody down. I'm just saying that I don't really know. Whenever I've done something to contribute to something, I haven't seen any like reflection of what was done. Like, I've never seen any. Like, I don't know where these letters went that everyone wrote, and like what happened with
Should I say with my experience? So they were like, okay, join MPG to support Nick. I tried to join, couldn't join in the Facebook shit. Like, totally got locked out. I was like, okay, so can't support that. Nobody knew who the frig I was, and I thought that was a bit odd. So this is where my shit started. And I was like, well, I only wanted to join the support group, see what was going on and saying in there. Sorry, safe words. And then went to Facebook and then see there was MPG on Facebook. At that time, I think I tried to join the Facebook group on there, and there was also, not Facebook, TikTok group, Facebook group. Couldn't join either. I think got, rejected from both. But then there's an open Facebook group, if I remember correctly. Sorry if it sounds really confusing. You can go check it out for yourself.
Just give me 2 seconds after.
But it's there. And then I started looking at the GoFundMe's and the names on the GoFundMe's.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm completely lost right now.
Yeah, and then I started to notice a pattern of the names on the GoFundMe's, and I was like, what is this? But I'll be honest, I was looking at the GoFundMe's before I tried to join the group. The reason why I got that in backwards order, the reason why I tried to join the groups was because I wanted to see who were in the groups, right? Because I'm seeing these names popping up time and time again of certain amounts and from certain locations. I got suspicious. I got curious.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got curious. It's just, like I said, I don't want to say
and then I think some clocked on, didn't let me into the group at all.
Wow. Yeah.
And then I went to Facebook, and then these kind of people are popping up. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. I understand. Like, it was just hard because I never saw like anything happening.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. Like,
I
you know,
just
if
thought
people
that
don't
you'd
get to
see more
explain, no
like
one knows,
progress
do
of
they?
something, or you would see like, oh, this achievement, this goal was met, or anything like. But and I'm friends on Facebook and on here with them. I do try to follow and see, but I really like nothing new ever really changes from what I've seen.
Yeah. No, I've given up on all those apps now.
Yeah.
I don't even bother
Yeah.
really. I mean, I come on TikTok maybe a couple of times a day. I don't even check Facebook anymore and stuff. It's crazy.
Right.
Upload what? It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've learnt too much.
Yeah.
It spooks me, that's for sure. You know, like when they say you've been knocked, you've seen too much, and you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. How's your
Anyways,
day been?
it's getting better, I guess.
Hey, what? You not been well? I was saying, day been.
I have been not very well lately. I have had some medical issues that have started again, and yeah.
Oh,
So it's kind of,
yeah.
that also kind of contributed to my meltdown earlier, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you had a meltdown earlier. You know what?
Like I said, I've never had one of those on here.
Bless you, Effort. You know what? Do you feel better now, though? Do you feel better?
I do feel a little better.
There you go. That's all that matters. That's it. Don't worry. It's okay. Oh.
Right.
No, for real, man. Stuff it. Like, at the end of the day, like, shit. They're always going to catch you on an off day at some point.
Right. And yeah, Nicky Nooks, I like that's the thing too. I totally feel sorry for Nick. He got a raw end of this deal for sure. He definitely was manipulated by that lady. I work with adults with like intellectual delays and mental health and that type of thing. And like, I used to have a gentleman that was living in our home, and he was dating this younger lady, and the mom didn't want it happening. So they were sneaking around, and he wanted her to come over, and I was like, not happening. And this was part of the reason why he ended up moving out, because he felt as though he has rights, and he absolutely does. But it's my house, and I had rights too. I didn't want to get roped into anything bad happening, and this young lady saying something bad had happened, and which she ended up doing. He ended up getting caught climbing in her bedroom window, and he would have done anything for this person.
Oh,
And
like
like
young
I
love,
said,
like
yeah.
Romeo type shit.
And I could totally see her saying, you know, like, the only thing holding us back is my mom, like, you know, and we'll have this and that. My mom has money, and he probably would have done it, and it sucks. Like, and I'm not saying he should have ever gotten off or anything, because he knows right from wrong. He knows what he was doing. But I believe he still should have had right to fair trial.
Janelle, did somebody get hurt? What happened?
Pardon me?
What happened, Janelle? What happened? I wasn't listening. Did somebody get hurt?
Well, no, he didn't get hurt. It's just he crawled in her room.
Did he hurt someone?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he just crawled in the room.
Yeah, he got caught in her room. And
you know. I got my boyfriend to do. When I lived with my mum, and she lived in a block of flats, and we counted the bricks. We counted the bricks from the skylight. So if we broke into the skylight and counted the bricks, and for him to hold onto the earthware, could he climb into my room? And we counted it, and yes, he did.
And
sounds like
the thing. Like, I mean, people get caught. We did all this like when we were younger. Like, I get it.
And you know, one day I made him jump.
He was also a 35-year-old man, and she was just turned 19.
Oh, okay. Like, no, mine was no man.
A little bit hard, and I get it that he was intellectually delayed. He probably had the mentality of about a 16-year-old.
35 delayed.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was still around. How old was she, darling?
She was 19. Yeah.
Nah, I'm sorry. Right?
And so the mom said no, and I mean, we only wanted to respect what the mom said, and he
I
ended up
respect
being.
you for that. I
He ended up
respect you for
moving
that.
out, so, because it just wasn't. Yeah,
Wow, I respect you for that.
yeah.
That's a lot of self-control, you know, that takes. A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We've got a bully down there. Jess, what, do you want to come up and panel? Can't put together a key here.
No, he's on pause or she's on pause right now, so it'll be but we're probably
no,
gonna
she's
time out.
okay. No, let the host rest, man.
Yeah, I know, but it'll probably time out anyways. I'm imagining because they've been on pause for a little bit.
She won't time out. She won't time out
Yeah.
because we're still active. There's stuff still going on in chat, and we're still on panel.
As long